Do I have this? Am I unmuted? I am unmuted now. Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to Once Upon a Tabletop, where we tell twisty-turny tales using tabletop RPGs. I'm your host and game master, Shane Rachels, joined today by our lovely Season 1 cast and one very anxious Sammy. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Forehead man.
And Forehead Man.
Hello?
We cannot forget Forehead Man. He is a vital, important piece of this puzzle. I'm honestly just staring at your forehead.
The cap of your hat.
Yeah.
It was your hat for a long
I
minute
am
there.
I am
It's not even
entranced. Anyway, we are here today to dive into episode 11, but before we do have a couple of announcements, or the standard stuff to get out of the way. The first is we have emotes now. You can spam them in chat if you want. We also fixed Nightbot, so it's not banning everybody like it did last week, or timing everybody out. So feel free to spam away to your heart's content. Some of them are very cute. I am particularly fond of the crying one and the hard eyes beholder. It's really great. Second thing, of course, is that you won't see us interacting with the channel during the episode, but if you do want to chat with us, talk about the episode, ask questions, do all that kind of stuff, feel free to stick around. Just because the show, just because the episode is over doesn't mean the show is, and we'll be hanging around for bonus action when we're done. And I think the only other major thing we have to get out of the way before we start the episode is do a recap. And I think there's only one person really qualified to do the recap on this one. Sammy, would you like to tell us what happened in our last episode?
All right, so we were at the place with the things, and
Okay.
Oh, no.
we had to fight Claudia after Loth fucked her up real bad. You know, she became a drider.
Mhm.
What's the word?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, she became a drider, and honestly, if we're being real, Reyleth absolutely whooped ass. Became a Goliath before our eyes, and just squished her like a little bug. And the best part is it was purely out of annoyance, because she didn't want to shrink to move, so she just got bigger to step over a crevice.
Yep. Next level strats.
It worked out quite well. Very impressive. Due to that, we pissed off Paler. Yeah, the god of Claudia. We gave Cayenne Pepper ambrosia. She's not mad. She's just disappointed. Made it back to Astra. Gotta do our reports and stuff and get our stories straight. And then, at some point during the night, after everyone has gone to bed, I get up and I'm restless. There's just an urge to get out and go. So I take a little jog and I go towards the agricultural district, stop to catch my breath, and there I see two men talking. And one of them I don't recognize, but the other I recognize as the man who killed my father. However, I watched him die, so I'm very confused. And then as the conversation ends and the man walks away, I see him shift into men. And that, in my notes, his form shifts to Cayenne. Bro, what the fuck?
Fair.
And that was the episode.
Yep, that is an appropriate reaction, I think. But, very, very well done. Yeah, I think you got all the major details in there. That might be your best recap yet.
I skipped so much.
There was a low bar.
Yeah.
Did you
it was...
say the man transformed into men?
Shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There's two of them now.
Okay. Oh, mitosis going on.
There's
Stop.
there's a reason I changed her name, or gave you guys another name to call her, and you guys are still just gonna stick with men, and I love it. But
I say both.
fair. So, for those of you watching and for those of you who are paying attention, this episode's going to be a little bit weird because we're going to do some things out of order. I'm going to experiment a little bit with a storytelling technique called non-linear storytelling, and we're going to hop back and forth a little bit during this. So, there's going to be some time skips back and forth. I promise everything will make sense at the end, but for now, we're going to open up with a scene that might be a little bit different than what our players are expecting. It's about 11 a.m. or so. The sun is shining incredibly brightly through the one window that you guys have in your barracks. The sun comes through. You guys hear some noises and stuff from outside, training noises, the clatter of wooden swords smacking against each other, training dummies, yelling of other captains and stuff or other units. You guys know early in the morning tends to be the time when morning muster is completed, but for some reason, as you all, Zen, Reyleth, and Aggy wake up, realize you were not called to morning muster, nor were you awoken like you normally are. Torch or Sarah or someone normally comes in and wakes you guys up. You don't get the chance to sleep in very often. But here you are, very late morning. What do?
Is this because of the twice in 1 week thing?
Oh my god, they were all taken. They left us alone. We're all gonna die.
What? What? What are
Oh
you?
no.
Aggie.
Will you
Who-
relax?
Who was taken? What?
Everyone was taken.
You have to
Yeah,
remember he's special. And everything is a
It clicked.
conspiracy. Yeah.
They got
Should we-
raptured.
No, I don't believe that happened.
All the food. It's gone.
You
You know
think
what?
the
Why don't we
food
go
got
check the
raptured?
food, Aggie? Why don't we go check on the food?
You think the food went up as well?
I don't know how to make food. Do you know how to make food?
I'm sure all this is just because Min is out of play for a bit. She probably came up with something for us not to have the meeting or whatever this morning. I'm still probably untrained anyway.
Or she killed everyone, just left us alive, because we're
Why would she do that?
good little people.
Ate it and abetted.
Because she's a thing for me, that's probably why.
What?
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'm going to go start training. Despite the fact that they aren't going to start, I'm sure.
Training? Why are you going to go train? We've proved ourselves
would you
over
do
and
that?
over again without the training that we're just the best I've ever lived.
Now, if you sit here and just eat food, do you think you're going to be at the best?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah,
It's not
I'll be
how it works.
full, I'll be happy,
he does.
I'll
That's
be
the
living
problem.
life. What?
But I guess we should go eat. But we do have some food in the
We
bag.
do have some food.
Yeah,
Gonna
but
pull
we
out
should
that
say
No,
last
we ate
one.
the food. We ate the food last night.
no.
You think that's all we had?
Right. See, you could
Okay,
have been
fine. We're
there.
saving it. Saving it.
Yeah, because
It's
who
better than
knows
rations
when
for
we
sure.
need it.
Well, I'm going to go and make
It could
sure
be like a
that
comic book.
the entire city is not abandoned and go get food in the
city-
mess hall.
Literally what we just
That's
said we
where
were.
we're going.
You said you're going to eat
Except
food
we-
out the bag. Like a bunch of,
We're-
I don't know.
No, we're gonna save it.
I would say
We're gonna
livestock, but I don't think livestock actually exists in the city.
It does.
Yeah, they have livestock.
What?
Mostly transmuted insects,
That's-
but
That's news to me.
Aggie, what's that behind you? And I pick him
This
up
lovely
and we
woman.
go
What are you talking about?
to the mess hall.
What?
Once again, Aggie enters purse mode, and you all begin to.
Mimi is not in this room, right?
No, Mimi is not here.
Look, Mimi is probably already in there. Probably dealing with the tiefling chick she doesn't like again.
I'm surprised she didn't wake us up though. That's unlike her. At least you, at the very least.
Honestly, I'm just
Me?
surprised that she woke up for me. Honestly, a little bit impressed.
What do you say, you? Who are you talking to? Me?
I was the person that responded to me,
Okay.
Reyleth.
Oh,
Okay.
Aggie, you're bad with
I,
social cues.
I mean, if
what?
anything, you should be upset that your new girlfriend didn't wake you up.
I don't really care that much. It's not that
I
big of
wonder
an
if
issue.
she was too embarrassed to be in the room with him after the last time.
Hey, she dragged me into that room last time. That wasn't kind of like
Oh,
me going
that's
after it. That was her
right.
going
Sorry, I'm
after it
going to get confused.
hard. It wasn't me, just letting you know. You all saw her drag me away. Telling you, she got a thing for me too.
Side
Both
note.
her and Min have a thing for me. If they're probably fighting, duking it out over my love and affection, probably why no one's in here. All right.
Side note. You guys keep role playing for a second on your way to the mess hall. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's
No,
just a
it's
matter of what do you have to offer to a fake god? The barbarian I could understand because she's not the smartest, but
Oh my good sir. And I'll just
after
gently like
Gary's
rub your
spider
face
stick.
and be like, you just don't understand. Soon enough, Reyleth will be in the same boat. She just doesn't realize it yet.
What? No. No.
It'll just
yeah.
sneak up on you and you just won't realize it.
Nope. Not a
I
thing.
mean, you have to settle down.
And with who?
What if them liking you is all part of the conspiracy to get your guard down so you could no longer investigate what's going on?
Are you trying
You
to
think
conspiracy theorist right now?
what? Huh?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you just said. What'd you say?
Deep state.
Deep state? You want me to talk about the deep state? It's
Yeah.
like way too early in the morning to talk about deep state, but if you want me to, I can. Like, just give
I
me a
mean,
second while I pull up my pull up my notes real quick.
ever since you've been going back and forth between women, you lost your way in the deep state.
No, I haven't been lost. I'm still very aware. All right, so like Reyleth, you haven't heard this before, but you know it's really fucking weird. Like these portals opened up, and who was safe and fine? Astra. That's fucking weird, right? And you know who was in charge back then? Amaya. All right. So she is probably the one that Min told us about, who's has a divinity seed, using the guardians to go through the portals and die, collect up their souls in the juicy divinity seed, and killing the world.
But how do you know Myra's not men?
Because then
Yeah,
Min's been here
shapeshift.
the entire time, and she's been bouncing around and going to other places.
Okay, but
I mean,
she has been. That part is true.
Yeah,
She said
and you know what's also
what,
really
level
weird?
38?
Like, Astra's running out of space. Like, we're just kind of like building on top of each other. Why don't we just dig down? We have dwarves. I'm riding a dwarf, and I'll smack the back of your head.
Nightmares about a tunnel.
Me? No.
Yeah,
No, I
about
don't
a
have
red-
nightmares
or
about a
maybe
tunnel
it's
because
for a red
what
dwarf.
the reason why we can't dig underground is because Amaya set up experiments underground to experiment on people that she thinks are a threat to Astra. All right.
Have you found proof of any of that?
Yeah,
no, he hasn't. I've been trying
I
to get
have.
him to go, and he's
You've
not
never had
wanting
friend.
to go.
You never seen people go missing in the city? People just disappear for no reason.
Not unless they go through rifts and don't come back.
I've
because,
seen people
death.
disappear. I've had friends disappear.
Have you?
How can you
Name
see
them.
Yeah,
somebody disappear?
Name them.
So they
they
just vanished.
yeah, people just don't vanish into thin air.
But you just say you seen it.
Yeah, people vanish. Yeah, just gone.
Okay, but there are spells that do that. You can make yourself invisible.
Why would they turn themselves invisible just to like
Get away
Run away
disappear
from
from you?
forever.
No, to get away from you.
Why? No, no.
Yes.
Singa would never. Singa's the one who told me about all this. Why would he try to disappear from me?
Have you met you?
Because you believed it.
Yeah. You are really gullible.
I don't think so. Because he was the one that told me about Amaya setting up Astra to be the one opening up portals and surviving it. And then he was telling me about her experiment chambers underneath ground, and then he disappeared,
Mhm.
never to be seen for
Mhm.
by
So
again.
he never took you to these places,
No, because he disappeared.
but he knew about them, but never tried to show you once.
A
No,
lot of knowledge for one person to have and not want to share.
there's several people in this city who have that same knowledge.
But you have that knowledge and you're still here.
Yeah, probably not for long.
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, enough deep date before breakfast. Let's go.
Right. You all arrive at the mess hall. It is late morning, and the mess hall itself isn't very occupied. There's maybe 2-3 squads in here. Either some of those squads that are kind of getting a late breakfast after working the night shift and doing a late shift change, or those who are about to get an early lunch before heading out on patrol or wall duty or something along those lines, but not as packed as it normally is, since this is kind of outside the normal breakfast and or lunch hours. You do see a familiar figure up at the top of the serving bar, kind of standing on a little step ladder behind it. You see the familiar form of Tanas, the gnome,
Come on.
just chilling back there, hanging out.
Moss, my friend, I need 34 hard-boiled eggs and a slab of bacon.
Right, well, 34 is a lot, but I can probably get you about 6.
How about
Let's whisper to Aggy.
you?
You can't get a tall order like
How about you give me the 34 eggs, and I will give you something I've found in a rift.
Oh,
Something we can't get here.
oh wait, hold on. Is it cool?
It's very cool.
Oh. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. All right, I'll give you 12 eggs. All right, I'll give you my share for today. All right, but I can't do 34 unless your friends want to give up theirs.
I will take theirs.
No,
Don't have
you
to
won't.
worry about it. Yes, I will.
Yes, you do have to worry.
No, it's fine. They'll let me eat their eggs.
Tomas, no.
Just give me their eggs.
All right, all right, all right. 18, and I'll deal with Blossom in the back. Final offer.
18 deal.
All right, 18 boiled eggs and some bacon. All right, I'll get it right out for you. What you got?
I will pull out a small little blue gem that is a lapis lazuli gem, which gems are probably kind of hard to come by in the city.
Yeah.
Be like, I found this.
Oh, does it shoot lasers?
I don't think it shoots lasers, but I think it does grant people extreme powers if you like hold it close to you and concentrate for a very long time.
All right, bet. He takes it from you, sticks it in his bag. He goes, I'm going to be doing so much meditating tonight after latrine duty.
Yeah, just make
And you
sure
see-
that no one's around when you're doing the meditation, because then it'll get all weird and like it's really hard to concentrate. Like, talk to the bald-headed dwarf. Like, he meditates all the time, but he does a really bad job at it because he's always angry.
Well, I've got some tricks if you need help meditating.
See,
No,
Zin,
I
you should
meditate
talk.
quite
You should
often,
talk to Tomas about meditating. He'll give you some great
but
tips, and you won't be as angry anymore.
but if you wanted to meditate and learn some new techniques, I'd be more than happy to do it with you. And I'm not always angry. You do certain things
You're getting angry right now. You're like
I
because
feel
proving
you
my
like
do
there's
point.
certain
a
things.
problem.
Because you do certain things.
And then when we fought Byron, you got super angry too.
What do you want me to do?
Not
I
be
get
so angry. Come on now.
that's why I
Reyleth
meditate.
wasn't angry. Mimi wasn't angry. I wasn't angry, but you went ham. Like I was picking out like teeth from you, just like onto that guy's face. It was messed up, man.
Yes, but I have to do it for the people I care about. There are people that need to be protected,
See, you do care about
like
me.
Reyleth.
See, Reyleth, he is falling for me, just like Mimi
And
and
for me,
men. You know, falling for me.
Mm,
Maybe I was wrong
okay.
about you being next. Maybe it's Zen who's next.
I would like
Maybe it's then. I'll be after Zen,
to
I guess.
And
Way
thank you
after
for the
Zen.
eggs.
That's
I will
totally
go eat these over
happening.
here.
He brings out the plate as you're kind of walking away. He goes, "Man, I love it when I see squads that have such great chemistry together. I tell you what, it's so good watching. I wish I had that."
oh,
My great leadership, why we have such great chemistry together.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go meditate for a little bit before I got to head to latrine duty. But you guys are welcome to use the what?
Plates before you go.
Oh, right. What do you want? Do you got something from a rift too? I don't have any more eggs.
No. Just give me a regular serving of whatever. I'm good.
All right. Here's some oatmeal, and we got a little bit of eggs, and we got some sausage.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Well,
look at it very sadly because the other food looked better, and then walk away.
All right. And what do you want, Baldwin? He says this. He is also like quite bald. Like,
I have something for you as well, but I would like some pancakes and oatmeal.
all right. We got cakes and oatmeal. What else? Anything? You want any meat?
Sausage.
Sausage? All right. What you got?
I would give him a gold coin.
Oh. Does this
Why
one
are you
shoot
giving him
lasers?
extra?
Like in the referendum, this was very sought after. So this is very important to a lot of people.
Does that mean they're going to come after me?
No,
I don't know if I want that. No, I tell
they
you
won't
what.
come after you.
I tell you what. You
but
can keep
you-
that. You can keep that. And here's your plate.
Okay, because just with this, we were able to get anything we wanted.
Well, that sucks for you.
No, it's okay. I will take my food next time, shorty.
All right. You wait. Hold on. You called him short.
Oh, yes, he did. He did.
I
Oh no.
no.
Time to break out my
I
level
said-
20 adventurer sheet for Tomas.
I didn't say you're short. That's just in the riff that we were in. That was just the term of endearment. Sorry, we were in there for so long.
You see, he steps down off the step stool behind the bar, and it's just like the top of his bald head with his little pointy cap, and his eyes. It's all you can see over the top of the bar, right? And he just squints at you.
You know, meditating will get that out.
He kind of holds
Enjoy
the
your
gym.
gym.
He kind of holds the gym that he's been told gives him great power. All
Can
right. I'll go
Can I
meditate,
send a
alright.
message? Can I send a message to Tomas?
I mean, yeah.
Can I just say, he called you short. What are you gonna do about it?
I know what to do about it. I've been in this situation before. It's worth noting he says that out loud, because you have to respond to the message out loud. And he says that while staring directly at Zin across the bar.
What are you gonna do about it?
Gonna go meditate on it. And you see he holds the gem up.
That's not the
That
guardian
he's
way.
been told gives him great power. You've made an enemy for life, Zin. In the meantime, as
The seismic punch you in the gonads.
I'm so disappointed.
in the meantime, as Zin heads back over to the table with the plate and you all begin to chow down, our scene will shift. The room we move to is very dark. There's no lights, there's no windows, there's nothing like that. There is the faint flicker of firelight from underneath a door, providing all the light in the room. Mimi, you sit in one corner of a darkened stone room with mold and slime and grossness all over the walls. There's moisture leaking in from the roof, kind of, trickling down the walls and stuff here and there. And Kaine sits in the corner opposite you, dressed in what looks like burlap sack style cloth. She has bruises around her wrists, and she sits kind of hunched over, hands on her knees, just staring at you across the room, kind of from a diagonal fashion, one in one corner, one in the other. What do you do?
Okay. This isn't the last thing that I remember. Uh, what happened?
I've told you before, I don't know. I'm not aware of how we got here. Remember, this is going to be kind of non-linear. So something happened before this. The player might not know, but I need Mimi to. Yep.
That isn't what I should worry about right now. When I saw you, you were arguing with a man, and you looked like Darren. Hold on,
Declan.
Declan. Yeah,
Declan Barris.
Declan. What the hell was that about?
I told you, that wasn't me. I've been down here for days.
How could that have not been you when I saw them do the little shift thing that you do into you?
After everything that you've told me you've seen, do you not believe that other shapeshifters exist? There's a family of changelings that lives a building 2 blocks away from you.
How would they know to turn into you specifically?
I don't know.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try to look for a way out again. If I haven't already. We're gonna try again.
Okay. How are you going to look for a way out?
I guess just kind of feel around, because you said the only light is coming from the faint flicker of firelight, right?
There's some kind of torch light just outside the door, the only way in and out of this room.
Does it feel like wood or stone,
Um,
metal?
Wooden door reinforced with metal banding.
I'm gonna try and kick it down in like a weak spot where there isn't banding across it.
Okay. You've tried this before, and you know that this door is surprisingly sturdy, given its location. Everything else down here is moldy and gross and desiccated, and you would think the door itself would probably be waterlogged or something else. But as you've tried before, the lock itself seems to be magically reinforced, as well as the door itself. Try as you might, kick after shoulder after shoulder after punch, the door doesn't budge.
And you're not able to magic us out.
No.
No rift, no nothing.
No. Something about this room keeps me from accessing my magic.
Hey guards! Yo mama! Come here! Somebody!
No answer.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. I guess we wait. Patience has never been my virtue, but
I have to
people
ask.
are the only answers.
I have to ask, Mimi, given what you say is our previous adventures. Do you really believe that I'm the one who killed your parents?
I don't know. I don't have any answers. With everything that's been going on, I've gotten a bit sidetracked and I have yet to start looking further into it. Half of it is, well, here's not the place that you should do it. You have to go here. And with I originally never wanted to join the guard. And something about getting your ass whooped a couple of times really puts things into perspective. You can die at any point. I at least want to know what the fuck happened to my family, for what reason, before I do.
I can't answer that question for you, but I do implore you to think about what reason I would have to be the one who committed this act. What possible reason could I have to kill two random citizens in the middle of this city?
To get your group together. You were waiting on your adventurers. Can only imagine making a scenario ain't that hard either.
You see she looks thoughtful. Kind of strokes her chin a little bit. It's a faraway look in her eyes. You know, you might be on to something there.
Do you think that would be the reason behind this person that's not you, that looks like you?
Potentially. I need to think on it some more, but there could be something there, I think.
Well, I'd say we have plenty of time.
That we do. And she kind of looks around the room, looks up, and around this time you look up and you notice there is on the ceiling, carved into the stone itself, some kind of sigil. With your character level and your class and stuff like that, I don't think you would recognize it. Magic isn't really your forte. But you see, she just kind of looks up at it, grimaces, and then looks back down, and our scene will shift once again. back to the mess hall. We find our regular party, Zin, Reyleth, and Aggy, finishing up their breakfast. What do?
Well, surely she's out training or doing something else. Who knows? But I'm gonna go train.
I am going to go take a bath
A bath.
and relax until I am forced to do something.
Well, I'm gonna go train and see if I see Torch or Captain Sarah anywhere while doing so.
Yeah, but don't you want to take like a bath first? We've been out and about doing shit for the last like 3 or 4 days. We're gross. We smell like. Woo boy, Reyleth. Woo
I'll
boy.
try to get Reyleth to take a bath with you.
I'm not. I'm just saying that she's kind of rank. So are you, big guy.
So now you want to take a bath with me?
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunist.
I'm gonna go work out and then I'll consider trying to get in the shower. If we're not pulled away
No.
somewhere with him.
All right, let's just
Not
split
with
the
you.
party even more.
Not
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Our
go
scene.
train.
You're gonna go train instead of showering.
Yes.
So Aggy heads off by himself to the bathhouse, while Zin and Reyleth head outside to the courtyard to do some training. We'll go with the courtyard for now. The courtyard itself is a familiar sight. Large kind of sand ring in the middle of it. Dummies and stuff lined up on the sides. Racks of wooden weapons, axes, swords, halberds, that kind of thing. There are maybe 5-6 squads out here doing training, mostly being led by various captains, giving them orders, telling them to do push-ups, take laps, commenting on techniques and stuff as they train their swords. These are guys who joined mostly around the same time as you, who don't or haven't yet been sent out to do things like patrols, who haven't proven themselves in a particular manner enough that they've been given their own missions and stuff like that. They're still going through like the basic training phase, that kind of thing, for the most part. However, on one side of the arena, you do see 3 people having a conversation. One of them you would recognize as Amaya Silverstrand, the governess, or one of the governesses, I guess, of the city, member of the High Council. You'll also see Boreal Steelgrip, the captain of the Guardian Corps, and Sarah Mintez, your captain, having a conversation on one end of this kind of sandy arena in the center of the courtyard. What do?
I feel like the respect that Reyleth has for the like for Amaya and for Boreal, she would probably like be doing laps or something around the courtyard, like, trying to be training and stuff. And if the conversation looks like it's dying down and they're about to part ways, she's gonna try to approach Captain Sarah. But she doesn't want to interrupt. She knows better than to try to interrupt.
Yeah. Okay. Zin, are you gonna follow Reyleth's lead?
No, I am going to continue training.
Okay.
And
If
then
sh-
eventually go to my room.
So you take a few laps, hit on the dummy for a little bit, and then head to the room. Now splitting the party a total of 4 ways, which is amazing. Reyleth, you finish your laps. You know, do some sit-ups and stuff with one of the other squads, that kind of thing. You find that there is a moment when you realize you're watching one of these other squads and you join in doing their exercises with them, because exercising with a group of people tends to be more productive than just exercising alone. You have that sense of competition that kind of drives you to push a little more, that kind of so on and so forth. And you find at one point, probably about 15 minutes in or so, they go around to start doing push-ups. Fairly simple exercise. They're struggling to get to 50. You're blowing past them at 100. And a thought occurs to you. The events of the past week or so, since the beginning, since heading into that first riff with Author that night that all of this began, your strength has grown nearly exponentially at this point. And you are just blowing past these guys. You move on to sit-ups and it's the same story. Move into laps and you find that you're not really even out of breath, holding yourself back to the same speed that these guys are going around the arena. What's your thought process as these realizations, you know, kind of pop on you?
I don't feel like she would like look down on them in any kind of way for like being, you know, like where she was in the beginning. I feel like it would more be like her really wanting to get a different kind of training regimen that would fit with her now, kind of a thing. Like something more that would actually like make her work hard for it. And then she'd probably think lightly on the comment from like Min and stuff about how we weren't at the level we needed to be yet.
Okay.
Are they still having the conversation at this point?
I think after about 10 minutes or so, probably near the end, right about 15 minutes, right around the end of like the laps, that the conversation would be kind of ending. Boreal and Amaya would still probably be talking, but Sarah would separate herself, just kind of watching you as you're training. You get the impression, like the way she's standing with her hand on her hips, that this is probably just more for show than anything. Trying to present the image of a captain more than anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah. She would approach her once like the basic numbers and stuff are met, and like once they split off the conversation, like she would go over to her.
Yep. Well, you're right back to it early this morning. Well, not early, I suppose, but
you seem well compared to yesterday.
sleep does one wonders. To be fair, and she kind of leans in a little bit, I'm very good at hiding things.
I'm just thinking you're a little too good at hiding things. You look a little too well for someone who looked as rough as you did yesterday. For a normal captain.
It's a talent, and besides, the longer I stay indisposed, at least according to the captain and Miss Silverstrand, the longer it is before our squad can take on more missions. That doesn't serve us at all.
It doesn't. Speaking of our squad, where's Mimi? I figured she'd be out here training by now. Also, why weren't we awoken this morning?
I sent Torch off to handle some things for me, and I honestly forgot to come check in on you. That notwithstanding, I have no idea where Mimi is. Haven't seen her.
Okay. Also, we might need to talk better training regiments. These are getting a little Boring.
I noticed you were quite the distance ahead of your opponents. Believe me when I say that our further incursions will definitely see to it you have the strength to continue growing. Things will only get more difficult from here. Especially now that we have certain individuals with their eyes on us. You see, she kind of grimaces.
Okay, first off, I was not the one who made that deal.
I'm aware. Still, it doesn't help. But we will make do, I suppose. Till then, I have things I need to handle if we're to make sure that there's no suspicion on our group. I need to do some paperwork and placate Boreal Steel Grip and Amaya.
We weren't even called for our paperwork like we were supposed to be this morning. Was that your doing as well?
Of course. Anything to try to keep things to a minimum. Still, again, I have things I need to do. Enjoy your rest while you haven't.
I'll power up and attempt to rest. Then she'll slowly turn. Can Reyleth do a insight check on Min? Like when Min made the comment, she doesn't know where Mimi is because we have a connection to her. So wouldn't she know where we are, or be able to feel where we are? Her not knowing where we are just seems sus. So I feel like Reyleth.
Yeah, sure. Give me an insight check.
Min can't find out where we are through magic anymore.
Did you keep your amulet on?
Fine. I've taken mine off, but I'm just saying.
So I am not the good one for this. That's a 6.
6? I mean, yeah, you got nothing.
Well, she's just gonna walk away with that thought then, I guess.
Okay. Meanwhile, Zin, you head back to your room. You kind of forego your little bit of training and stuff and head back to the barracks. While Aggy heads off to the shower room. Are either of you doing anything particularly special with this, or?
Yes, I am.
Of course you are.
Is the shower room do I pass the training area? I basically just want to see if Amaya, Boreal, and Min are talking.
I think the two would be close enough that it's not impossible. The shower rooms being fairly close, like the bathhouse area, really, in general, being fairly close to the training area, in my mind, would probably make sense, considering a lot of people would probably head directly from one to the other. I can see you passing by the courtyard, probably from a kind of distance, not like passing through the courtyard necessarily, but maybe tangentially, you know what I mean?
Okay. If I see Boreal there, this is going to get me killed. I would like to go search his office.
Let me go search his office.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so my camera is giving me fucking issues tonight.
Okay. You head towards Boreal Steelgrip's office. You've been in his office before, and you know the way it's set up. It's kind of a two-room situation. A small, I guess you would call it waiting room or antechamber or whatever it is you would call that. With the office itself kind of behind it with a large desk and a couple chairs and stuff like that in front of it. You open up the door to the antechamber room, and inside you see two people sitting on a couple of chairs, like waiting for some type of meeting, with the large door to his actual office being closed. The two people inside, you would recognize one of them as being Bartleby Fletcher, which is a halfling assistant to Boreal Steelgrip. Bartleby Fletcher. He is part of the halfling clan, so to speak, here in the city of Astra. Do with that information what you will.
Can you spell that name for me?
Bartleby. Bartleby. Fletcher. Do you need me to spell Fletcher?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
The other person
Who's
you
the
don't.
other person that's in the room?
The other person,
recognize.
yeah, you don't really recognize him. We'll say human male. Looks to be in his early 20s, maybe late 40s, somewhere in that very large window. Because I misspoke and I meant to say 30s, but you know.
Okay.
He looks 20 and 40 at the same time, man. It's wild.
It's that trucker life.
It'd be like that.
He is going to enter the room, look at both of them, and be like, right. Boreal told me to come in here and get some papers from his office. He said you should go pick up his laundry and that he's reconvening with this meeting this afternoon.
He told you to tell me to do his laundry.
Go get his laundry. You know, it's being worked on by someone.
But I picked up the laundry this
over
morning.
There.
It's like the first thing I do every day.
Right.
Does he think I forgot?
Maybe. You may want to go talk to him, ask him about it.
So he kind of looks over at the other guy, looks back at you, kind of squints at you a little bit. Yeah. Hey, Ralph. Hey, we're gonna have to postpone that meeting. It looks like Boreal's gonna be a little bit busy for the next little while, but I'll send a courier to you and let you know when he's ready. All right. And the other guy says, I guess. I mean, I've been waiting for this meeting for weeks. And he's like, well, you know, things change. You know, Mr. Steelgrip, he's a very busy man. So, you know, but I'll get back with you. Rouse is like, okay. And gets up and walks out. Bartleby turns to you. Why is it that you really want to get in his office?
Listen, I was told I've been working for Council Member Ortanga? Organa. And she knows that ration supplies have been gone missing, and she wants me to see if Boreal is hiding anything about the Guardians.
Look, Aggy, are you telling me that you're now working for Organa? That's not part of the plan, my guy.
No, I'm not really working for her. I'm just like, I heard it being overheard, and like my first thought was like, who would be in charge of like taking food and taking supplies and being able to hide it from people? Like, there's like a few people in town who actually do that, and one of them is Boreal, right? You know what I mean? Like those big people up top who who are untouchable because they provide a great service to all of us.
Look, Aggy, okay? You know the rules.
Yeah.
All right, everyone
on, man, I didn't
stays
know
in
you were in here.
everyone stays in their own place. You can't have a bunch of crossover. They'll get suspicious of us.
Well, let me ask you this: like, have you seen him do any like shady shit recently?
I've seen him do a ton
Like,
of
is he,
shady
like-
shit. All right, but that's the point. That's what we're doing, okay? We're making notes. We're building a case. All right? You can't have a bunch of people running around and making a bunch of mess everywhere. All right? That's why we put one person on each person of import. All right? Them's the rules. All right? My job is to watch Boreal. All right? We've already got someone working for Organa. All right? Poco's been doing that job for years. And you're going to come in here and mess up our plan if you keep interfering.
I'm not missing it. Like,
we've been
come on,
spending...
man. Like,
Look, all right? It's been 2 decades we've been trying to take down the deep state, okay? 2 decades. And what you are doing right now is interfering and causing problems.
I'm not causing problems. I'm trying to understand like what our job is with the Guardians. Instead of just going into the portals and like doing random shit. Like there's something else going on. You know this. I mean, this is what we're doing, right?
So you wait for the meeting and you bring it up. All right? But
They
you
haven't
can't keep
invited
going
me a
off.
meeting yet since I joined the Guardians. Since I was on the recruitment, they haven't sent.
It's
shit
been
to me.
4 days, Aggy. We only meet once a week, lad.
Yeah. When's the invite?
Next
been invited in months.
Thursday.
What day is it today?
It's Tuesday.
It feels like Thursday to me.
Well, I'm sorry, but you can't go in there. All right? We can't have a bunch of cross-contamination of information. Things get muddled. That's the way it works. Compartmentalization. All right? It's part of the integrity of our operation. What you're doing here might threaten the entire thing we've been working on. If we're going to take these fuckers down, okay, we can't have everything all muddled up. It's got to be perfectly aligned, and it has to be perfectly set and confirmable information, actionable intel. Those are the words, right?
All right. Well, like, when was the last time you looked over his office?
I was in there this morning, sir. It's part of
was
my
he in
job.
there?
That's why I'm here. Your position is to work for the core. All right? See the ground level. I'm seeing the higher end.
Ground levels. Bullshit, man.
I'm aware, but that's
Gonna get me killed.
Somebody's got to do it,
Gonna
though.
get me killed. All right, Barleyby. Good day then. I'll
Oh.
see you later.
I'll have you know Adelaide's going to hear about this.
I don't think it's gonna be that big of it. She'll just chew me out a little bit. I've been chewed out before. It's fine.
You better hope she doesn't come after you with the frying pan like she did last time, after that snafu with the rations and the gambling.
It's fine. You know, they give you healing potions and stuff in the core. Like, I just take one of those. She hits me with the frying pan, just whop. I go down for a little while, drink one of those. I'm fine.
If that's what you think, but fine. I'm still going to tell her.
And like, I get real powerful. So if she comes after me, like, ooh, it's on. There's this guy in like my squad who's like a kung fu expert who's teaching me how to like fight and stuff. I'm still learning like the basics of how to like properly throw a punch and like blocking and stuff. But I'm learning. By Thursday, I should be an expert. Mark my words.
I'm still pretty sure Adelaide with a frying pan will take you right out, but we'll see. Until then,
We'll
stay
see.
in your lane.
Fine, Bartleby. catch you later, all right? I'll catch you later. Thursday.
All right. And you leave Boreal's office. Meanwhile,
Goddamn halflings. Son of a bitch.
you want to throw chaos in? I can throw chaos in too, Mowgli. I got you, boy. Anyway, Zin.
Now we have half conspiracy theories on Thursdays.
Weekly meetings is the way it works. Zin, are you doing anything special heading back to the barracks?
Probably would have looked for Tomas, because I want to go meditate and I want to see what exactly how he meditates.
Looking for
After
Tomas is not an easy thing to do. He's a very, very small guy, all right, in a quite large city. However, you know he's on latrine duty after he got into a fight in the mess hall a couple days ago. So it's not really that hard to go, you know, searching around the latrine duty area where a lot of the waste and stuff is cleaned up and, you know, taken care of. I don't want to go into specifics because I don't feel like doing that, but it's not difficult to find Tomas. You find him sitting on a pile of dirt, probably, I don't know, 30, 40 feet away from the like, you know, waste cleanup area. Sitting on top of this pile of dirt, legs crossed, hands in the air, one of them holding this gem, eyes closed, and you just hear him mumbling, right in the sack. Right there. Visualize it. See it in your mind's eye. Right there. And he snaps his arm out with the gem in it in a punching motion, and then comes back in, settles back down. Visualize it. What do you do?
That's I will try to engage and say that's interesting technique to do there.
You see, he doesn't even open his eyes or anything. The sack is the weak spot. Mind's eye snaps out his other fist. Every creature has a weakness. Every creature has genitals. Snaps out his right hand. Brings it back into position. What do you want?
I want to make amends and see if you would be interested in working on your chakra or a body scanning meditation which helps with pain.
I feel no pain. My enemies
Well,
feel
what-
pain after they're taken down to my level. He kind of cracks one
Right.
eye and looks at you. You will be too.
To your level?
Oh yeah. Soon enough. Once this gem takes effect, people gonna learn not to call me short.
I didn't come here to fight.
Not yet.
I am. But it would make you feel better if that's something that you're interested in.
I told you, I got my own techniques. I don't need yours.
Yeah, but can you win without punching someone or hitting someone in the gonads? What are you going to do if they was wearing protection?
It's a tried and true technique. Has it failed me yet?
Mm. till it does. But then what are you going to do?
I'll go into the afterlife happy.
Well then, if you're looking to make an enemy out of me, I don't want any parts of it.
I want parts of you.
I'm right here. This is
Soon.
what you want, big boy.
Soon.
No.
You just called me short again. Was
I
that
said
big
big
boy
boy.
thing a joke? I got my eyes on you, Zin. I even know your name now. Looked it up in the roster, I did.
Oh, I'm not worried.
We'll see how that
But I'm just
works.
informing you, I don't want any trouble.
We'll see how that works
But
for
if
you.
you are looking to spar, I'll be more than happy. I just finished training. And I understand that you don't know what that's like.
Count your days, Zin. When the time comes, I'll let you know.
I'll think about it at this point.
He goes
I
back
came
to...
here to try to be friendly. And you're barking up something that you can't climb.
Well, perhaps one should make sure to choose their words a little more wisely before they walk around calling people shorty.
Mm.
Till then, I'll see you very soon. And you see he goes back to meditating, closes his eyes, puts his hands back in the position.
I walk back. That gym is useless. There's no power to it.
Aggy wouldn't lie to me.
Okay. Continue to be naive. But just remember what I told you. And you'll see who's the one who's being truthful.
Okay. Meanwhile, after a little bit, we move back into a darkened room. Slime and mold all over the walls. There's a moment of sound outside the door, and you see a small slit open up. Inside are shoved 2 plates with what looks like hardtack rations, the kind of stuff that you only eat on journeys going for months and months or weeks and weeks, where you don't have the opportunity to get any kind of fresh food, and small, like, wooden cups of water. What do?
Are you fucking serious? The fuck is this? Why are we here? Oh my fucking god. Obviously there's someone there. Jesus. Put someone out of their misery at least.
The slit closes. You hear a small lock, a small incantation again. Whispered words of some type of spell being reinforced.
Really? Hear that chicken shit?
It's effective. They haven't managed to get us out yet. Soon enough, at least. I hope your friends will come after us. Though who knows how long that will take, or if they'll even be able to find us.
Kinda. What? Quick, quick question. What's the last adventure you were actually on with us?
Give me a second. I'm trying to think about how to answer this question. I think she would... Okay. Yeah, okay. She would say something along the lines of, Mimi, until you walked into this room, I had no idea who you are. You really having to think for that, aren't you?
Okay. Hmm. Okay.
I'm
So
going to be completely honest. Your stories, your tales, they are accurate. The things I want to do, the things this doppelganger is telling you, they are things I wish she can do the same things I can do. But that was not me.
for some odd reason, could it be some kind of god? I mean, even then, it wouldn't make sense.
That's my best thought. If someone is trying to impersonate me, to use my infamy or what's the word I'm looking for here? Reputation. To use my reputation to their benefit. Well, but what would be the end goal? So far, they do seem to be pushing my agenda, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything to counter it. It could be an ally, but their methods speak to something else, I think. But I have a plan, an idea. If they did kill your parents, if they did try to bring you together specifically for a reason, if you are important, we can use that to our advantage. If we do manage to get out of here, you could continue to work with them. Try to find out more about them. Try to make them slip.
Would they not already know that I know things, considering we're down here? And I'm with you.
Potentially, but there's a fallback. You see, if what they're doing and you four are so important to what they're doing, they would not risk alienating the other three. If we do manage to get out of here and you make your presence known and you stick with your friends, they couldn't risk revealing the truth to your friends without undoing all the work they've managed to do so far. Do you understand what I'm saying? They can't risk attacking you or causing problems because that would cause questions from the others, which could ruin their entire operation, whatever it is.
That would mean the other gods watching also haven't caught on because Loth wanted a favor from you, but not you, because they think the other you is you.
Indeed.
Which means they're doing a damn good job. Oh.
It is most concerning if the other gods haven't been able to tell the difference, and they are treating this other me as me. Whoever's working with them is quite skilled at deception.
This you even fought the Ardent, then kinda won. I mean, did win, but
Their
we had to feed her
strength.
some ambrosia.
Their strength is definitely something worth speaking to as well.
I just need somebody to. I did. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I don't do waiting. I don't do sitting around. Hell, I wish if I beat on the damn door, if it would just bust down. But alas.
I've tried before, and so have you. But, again, hopefully your friends will soon notice something is wrong.
I don't know about that. They're great. They're great people. There's also a lot of wandering that happens often.
It's meta as fuck, but yeah, no,
So
that's
that's not meta. We wander apart from each other.
it is quite, because that's exactly what's happening now. It's
I
not
can't
really,
speak to
it's
that.
not really metagaming, but it is for this group very meta. But yeah, no, that's well, all we can do is wait for our chance. Be it from outside resources like your friends, or be it from something that happens in here, we will eventually get out. Now there are two of us. Double the opportunities.
Am I able to fuck with the sigil on the ceiling at all? Have you tried that?
I'm not, unfortunately. It is an anti-magic field. Most of my strength comes from magic, the divine seed, not necessarily from my body itself. As long as it's there, I am but a woman.
Am I able to find something and try and scratch it, or if there's like a force field, or
I mean,
just
you
try
could
and fuck with it?
you could probably try, but there's not much in here. I mean, it's really just a moldy, slimy floor, moldy, slimy walls, a single door, and the sigil on the ceiling. There's not furniture. There's not like sticks or anything like that. I mean, what would be your method to try to find something to mess with it with? It's not impossible, but I need like a legitimate source of something here.
See, because it's a fairly decrepit room,
Yes.
so I'm assuming, or this is assuming that it being stone walls, that it's not perfect. It's not a smooth surface. So if I can try and chip away at a piece to try and break off something large enough.
Okay. I like where you're going with this. For Kaine, that probably wouldn't be possible. Without her magic, she is just a woman, and not a very strong one at that. Even when she has her magic, her strength score isn't super high unless other things are in play. She wouldn't be able to do that, so she probably wouldn't have thought of that just yet. You, on the other hand, have no magical sense like that. You're just naturally strong. So yeah, I think you probably could. I think you could probably... Yeah, okay. Give me a strength or athletics check to see if you can break off a big enough piece of stone to do something with.
Yeah, athletics. That would be 15. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, 15's not great. You can probably find the 15 places where you can probably like stick a pinky in between the grout of like the cinder blocks or something like that and start like etching things out. Like with a normal strength.
Could I use my heroic inspiration to
You
reroll?
can. You can do that on any d20 check. So
I do.
Okay.
I want to get out this bitch.
fair. Maybe you'll roll higher.
It's a 16. It's
16.
one higher.
Okay. It's not much better, but it is. It's one of those things where you can start it, right, with a 15 or with a 16. You can get your pinky in the grout and start working on stuff. Your pinky is stronger than most pinkies. So at this point, you're kind of like, you're getting in there and you're starting to make an effort. It's going to take time. And during that time, we're going to go back to our party. Reyleth, after your conversation with Sarah on the training fields, what you doing?
She'd probably head back because one, she thinks Zen is in the room and she thinks Aggy's in the showers. She'd probably head back, take a quick shower after exercising and stuff, and then try to relax. If she makes it back to the room after the showers and realizes that neither of them are back in the room yet, she's probably gonna start searching the grounds for them.
Okay.
So it depends on time.
Okay, I think given the time of the conversation with Bartleby and so on and so forth, I do think, especially given that you're kind of heading towards the shower area and stuff like that, or coming out of the shower area, it wouldn't be too hard to find Aggy. Zin is nowhere to be found at the moment, but you could bump into Aggy making his way across the complex here.
Hey, where are you going?
Where am I going?
Yeah, the flowers were that way. You can point back to where she was
Nowhere?
coming from.
I'm going nowhere. Where are you going?
Back
What are
to
you
the
doing?
room now.
Oh,
To relax, like you suggested. What are you up to?
I said take a shower first. Did you take a shower? I wasn't really paying attention to what.
I did. I had time to work out, be confused by men, and go to the bathroom, then take a shower. So yeah,
You talked
I've
to
been
men?
washing everything. Kind of.
Wait. You worked out enough where you worked up a sweat to like go take a shower. We only had like breakfast like 20 minutes ago. Like half an hour ago or something. All right, let's just go back to the
I think
room.
you've lost track of
We'll
time.
relax.
What have you been doing?
Nothing. Me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Why are you coming from that way and not that way?
Just walking around.
I don't trust
Just
that.
walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my mind right.
Okay.
You know, it's been a few days of like fighting the flesh thing, going to that weird city.
Okay, so this is gonna be a weird question, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you still wearing your necklace? The one that was supposed to stop Lol from being able to see where we were, or did you take it off when you realized it didn't work?
I took it off when I realized it.
Didn't
Actually,
work.
I left it
Okay.
on because I forgot about it. That sounds like an Aggie thing to do. He forgot to put it on. He forgot to take it off. He's like, "Oh yeah, the necklace thing. Yeah, I totally forgot I had that on. To be honest."
Okay. Well, Mimi tried to sleep with somebody. Do you think she left it on? You were in bed with her that night. Was the necklace still on?
Oh yeah,
Just stabbing him in the forehead.
yeah.
Okay.
I woke up. I had like a weird imprint in my cheek. It was a weird night.
But men wouldn't give us an item that would prevent her from being able to find us, right? Right?
I mean, yeah, she could have. And it did work.
It worked, but like it also okay. Do you think it's weird? Do you think it's weird that men who made us create this connection with her to the point where we can call her name and she shows up
Hmm.
could not know where we are at a given time?
Yeah,
With
it's
how
as
much
far as I
control
understand.
she's had over the situation, do you think she'd give us a leash that long? No leash jokes intended since the last area we were in. But like I just don't feel like that's what
It
she
did
would
something
do.
to me. I haven't put much thought into it, but I mean, at the time, she was panicking, thinking that she was going to die and needed us to go out do something, and gave us an item that she thought would give us protection, but instead lit us up like a beacon in the middle of a city where powerful gods could see all of her thoughts. And then when we got back, we healed her up. We went through the portal. She might have just forgotten. I don't know. If she did forget,
I
like
just
that's kind of a big thing. But also maybe she's just allowing us to have it on there just to know, uh, just to show us that she is giving us some sort of freedom, and that she's not the all-bearing mastermind overlord that Zen thinks she is. Um,
you know what, you're right. I should talk to Zen.
I
Let's go find
wouldn't.
Zen.
He will. He probably has already burned that thing or thrown it into a pit of fire.
Well, I'm not
He's
needing us
probably
to have
like,
meetings. I'm curious on your thoughts on if someone who has a connection with you has that to the degree that they can know where you are, they can see what you're doing, blah blah blah, like she claims she did in the beginning. Why she wouldn't be able to know where one of us are?
well, I mean, she might have like something of ours that she could like hone in on. Maybe she's just always been like creeping in the background, like all invisible, like being like, all right, if they go do something, I'll just waddle over there. Or if like she's a god, if you say her name, like she'll hear it, know who says it, and will just like can zoom on in.
Because I have a very bad idea if this isn't what works, and it involves me having to go talk to Boreal Steel Grip. So
I wouldn't.
you wouldn't talk to Boreal Steel Grip?
Nope.
Why?
What would he know about magical stuff? He's a
I'm
he's
not
a
asking him magical stuff, but like Mimi also had been told by him a few times to like drop what she was talking about.
When did this happen? There was a period when we all first met that Mimi talked a
We
lot, and
walked
I
into
just
like a
didn't
weird
really pay attention.
conversation.
What?
It's something she mentioned at one point.
Why
She
are you
started to
worried
say
about
something
Mimi?
about like someone killed her parents. I just don't know where she is, and it's weird that like the god we're working for doesn't know where she is. So I'm wondering if she went off and did something stupid. It's Mimi.
I mean, if she's still wearing the necklace, like good luck trying to find her, or like she just can't find her because she has no way of searching for her. I don't think he's going to be like, oh men, come visit me. I need your help. I don't know.
I don't think she would either. Actually, you know, I don't know.
Oh, so
Mimi's
it's
also
been
weird.
like 2 hours since we've like woken up. Like maybe like Mimi's
It's
going
weird.
off and
There's
like
not places to go here.
in this compound. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of places, but there's a whole wide city out there. You can get into all sorts of things out there.
I mean, yeah, but we don't normally go into the city unless we're on patrols.
I go into the city anytime we're not on patrol. Do you?
I think,
That
yeah, we
one
have
day,
been
like we didn't
out.
do anything. Like, were you just like here the entire time?
No.
Me and Zen were talking to like blacksmiths and like craft workers and thinking about going to the sewers. And then we were like, you know what? It's getting late. I'm getting hungry.
No, we're following dumb leads that day.
So maybe she's just like, doing some research in the library or talking to a council member or something.
I'm gonna go search her shit. Reyleth's
Let's
gonna
help.
make her way back to the room.
Okay.
I'll help you.
You head back to the room, and you go looking through her stuff. Most of her stuff is still by her bedside. Her axe is kind of leaned up against the wall. Her handy haversack is there. You notice some like clothes missing, but of course she's probably wearing clothes. She's not really running around naked. None of her armor pieces and stuff are there, you know, that kind of thing. But it's all just hanging out.
Okay, so she didn't go out.
Well, I mean, do you really need like all your shit to go out into the city?
Yes. Rift's open.
Why?
If a rift
Yeah.
opens where you're wandering that day, are you not going to be prepared to fucking fight something?
Honey, I'm always prepared. All right. Look at me. Look at me.
Mimi can barely
Come
hit
on.
stuff with her axe. You
Feast
expect her
your
to be able to
eyes.
do something with just her hands? She's not
Ooh,
Zen.
shots thrown. Maybe she's just like
She's more
taking
to the
an
necklace.
extended walk. I don't know. Was she in the showers? Did she like hang out in the bath? You have a lot of shade
No.
for Mimi right now.
Not shade.
Everything all right with you?
I'm fine. I'm looking for the necklace and Mimi stuff.
Um,
I'll check the handy haversack and stuff too, depending on.
okay. This is a question for Mimi then. Mimi, would Mimi had taken off the amulet after
I
it
would've
was
taken it off
revealed?
before bed.
In that case, yeah, you reach your hand into the haversack. You're thinking about the amulet. You pull the amulet out.
Mimi doesn't do jewelry. Hello?
Reyleth's gonna hold it up. Well, it's not this. Why she's unable to see or sense her.
Maybe she went to the magic college. You know, they have a whole sort of like anti-magic stuff in there.
I wonder where men sent Tort.
And that's probably why men can't see her, because like if you have magic to go search for someone and that person's in the chamber of like no magic, like "Nuh-eh."
And where is that?
The magic college that the city is
Where in
known
the-
for. I don't know, I got a buddy who works there. We can go ask him. Since I just
I think
remember that
that's fine.
halflings are all over the place, and that's new information for me.
That's new. What? You know there are other halflings. Well, I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. That's something that, you know, my puppet master forgot about.
Okay. Well, we can relax for a bit.
I mean, you want to go search the magic college? I'll go with you. There's some weird shit going on over there too. I have some
you
ideas
brought
about
up
the weird
like-
stuff that's going over.
You brought up that like it has only been a few hours and stuff. I just think it's weird that she woke up before us. Before me. I'm the prompt one. She
Oh,
wasn't on the training grounds, which is where she normally goes, or food.
maybe
we
you
haven't
just
seen
got
her at
really
all.
tired after getting so big. Have you always been able to get like super big?
Yeah.
Even like when you were a kid, like did you like get super big and like destroy your entire house because
Yeah.
you got so big and you live in a fairy house that's really small?
Well, no. Not okay. I like had to train and stuff to be able to do one of the things to make myself get like super.
Who trained you?
Hmm?
Did you
I
just
trained
learn
you
by
in-
yourself, or did someone
Yes.
train you to get all big?
Did someone train me to get all? Do you hear yourself right now?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
What kind of
I mean,
training?
no one trained me to get all big,
Anyone
but like
did you-
that's just kind of like a biological thing.
It's runes. Aggie, do you know how to work with runes?
Around this time, I think Zen would be coming back.
Where the hell have you been?
Oh, that
Did
was
you get a nice little workout going?
refreshing bath. I didn't see you guys. Well, I see you. No, I went to go talk to someone, and then I went to go take a bath.
All right, well,
Because if
we're
you
about to
would've
go
talked to
search
someone
the
too-
magic college. You can go with us.
What? For what?
It's not my
Mimi.
idea. It's Reyleth's idea this time.
Mimi's weird. She's gone. She woke up at a weird time. She's not training. She's not eating. Wasn't in the showers. Min doesn't know where she is. And that's weird to me.
How doesn't Min know where she is?
Exactly, right? Thank you. Like, okay, so I talked to Min because Min was talking to Amaya and Boreal on training grounds. And when they were done talking, I approached her and stuff trying to figure out what was up because one, how bad she was hurt. If she's not a god, most people take longer to recover than a day. And she seemed okay. And stuff, so that kind of seemed weird. So I was like, we're gonna talk to her about that.
That's
But
unfortunate.
I asked if she knew where Mimi was, and she said she didn't know. But have you not been under the idea the whole time that because of the stupid connection thing we have with her, she knows where we are and can pop in and fuck up our lives at any point in time when she wants to?
Right. Only thing she said was to call her name like this. Min.
She walks around the corner into the barracks. You rang?
Exactly.
I mean, how does your connection thing with us work? Like, do you always know where we are at all times?
If I concentrate on it.
Well, Reyleth over here is freaking out.
Not
Over-
freaking out. I just think it's
Where's
weird that she's
Mimi?
not eating or training
I'm sorry,
or chasing after you.
Can you run everything by me again? What's going on? Why did you call me?
Mimi is MIA.
Oh,
I asked you if you knew where she was, and you said you didn't know.
Because I wasn't focused on her at the time. That's odd.
What's odd?
I can't sense her.
She doesn't have her necklace. I checked.
The necklace wouldn't work for me anyway. I created it. It's a loophole that I can use. I would still be able to scry on you should I wish. But I don't know where she is.
Okay, well, her stuff's here, so she couldn't have gone far. She wouldn't have went out into the city part without her fucking axe. Rift's open all the time. Anyone who grew up here knows that.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen her leave anywhere or be anywhere without it. I've seen her go to the bathroom with it.
Why are you paying that much attention to her, for one? But two, I'm not going to ask that question.
Because we are a team, and I have to make sure everybody is okay. You never know what could come up. Okay, first of all, don't treat me like Aggy here. Okay, because
No, I'm.
I
Hey, what
risked
the hell's
my
that supposed to
life
mean?
for you. Okay, remember when you transform and you switch? You know what? I'm not gonna get into it.
You
right
definitely
now.
weren't the one who tried to kill me. Yeah, no, that was him.
What
Yeah.
did I do? I
You
didn't try to
tried
kill you.
stab me.
I did not know that was you, alright? That puppet thing came to life, and the first thing I thought was just stab that sucker. Because
Okay.
that's scary,
Okay,
alright?
all
And
that
I
gonna
didn't know
move
it was
on.
you,
We're
alright?
gonna move on from this because
In
Aggy's
what
wrong.
situations
and you're
wouldn't you
wrong.
be able to
But
see us?
The only way I would not be able to sense your presence, and I have been trying while you've been smattering about just now, is either they are no longer on this plane of existence, meaning they are on another world. They've went into a rift or traveled somewhere beyond my realm of influence, or they are being suppressed by a magic that matches my own, which should not be possible here. There are strong mages in this world, some of them located in this city, but none of them should be able to match my potential.
Alright, Aggie was saying something about some weird, anti-magic-y field thing in a library in the college.
Oh, the college. They
I
got all sorts of weird, like, freaky shit there.
They do
If she's in
have
there?
some odd things in there, but I can still pierce those anti-magic fields. The divine seed gives me the ability to do so. The fact that I can't sense what's going on is concerning. We need to find her immediately. Do you know when she left?
No.
Uh,
We woke up and she was gone. She normally doesn't wake up before me. I normally wake up way before anybody else.
If we
Except
knew
for
when
maybe
she
Zen.
left, she would be with us right now because she wouldn't be going anywhere alone.
She was here when we went to bed. She was not here when we woke up. There's your time frame.
You see, she walks over to one of the beds, sits down on it, kind of crosses her legs, and begins murdering. She just
Whoa!
I gotta go!
casually murdering.
Casually murders the party. Oh, okay.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, there I go murdering again. No, she murmuring the words to a spell. You see, this Aggy, I think, would recognize some of the words of this spell, being the locate object spell. You see, a bunch of golden lines kind of snake out and stuff. Normally, there's only one golden line that would kind of track. And in this case, though, you see several, and they appear to go like through walls and through different things. And she appears to be like upcasting and changing the way the spell works using her abilities. And you see she kind of sits for a second, and you see that she seems to trace through the walls and stuff where each of these things are going. The last trace I can find of her is in the agriculture district of the city. Come, we must go.
What?
Did you just say you had a divinity seed?
I do. I told you this.
Has she told us this?
She did. Yeah, she told you that she gained the powers after what happened on Promethea.
Just sitting here thinking of the way you obtain one and how against it she is, and yet she's got one, and my brain went.
There's some things. But yeah, she has the power of a divinity seed. Let's put it that way. She will stand up and begin to very purposefully walk out of the barracks, but towards the agriculture district as the long-term goal. What are you guys doing?
Guess grabbing my stuff and making my way that way.
Okay.
Can I grab Mimi's stuff and shove it into my handy haversack? Can I handy haversack the handy haversack?
No.
Can I handy haversack?
I mean, sure.
It'll be a fun time.
Go
We'll
ahead.
change the
Go ahead and
campaign
put the hand.
drastically.
Haversack per
Go
axe.
ahead and put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding. You know what happens.
Not putting it back. You said these work differently, so I didn't know. All right. Yeah, she'll just put her axe in hers. That way, like, if we do find her, that she'll be armed.
Okay.
If she needs it.
I don't know that an axe could actually fit inside the handy haversack because it actually only has a limited room compared to the bag of holding. But it wouldn't be hard for you to just carry it either. Well, it might be if you're in small form. I'll say it can fit in the bag just because. Okay.
I can shrink it if I have to. I just don't want to waste this spell.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, no, it's
Also only lasts for like.
it's easy enough to carry it somehow. We'll just hand wave it. Yeah, you all, I assume, begin to follow Min towards the agriculture district, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. You eventually make your way over towards the agriculture district, and in particular, one section of the agriculture district where they do a lot of the planting and growing of things, and you come across what you've probably all served at least a little bit of time in the agriculture district working, especially growing up, kind of in that middle age between right when you hit whatever would be the adult age for the race you're currently playing and the time before you joined the Guardian Corps. You've probably done a little bit of work for the city, and the agriculture district is the most common way to do that, either by working the fields or just basic labor, moving stuff back and forth. And so you guys would be somewhat familiar with the area. In particular, the area that she leads you to is located kind of beside one area of the agriculture district where they store seeds and grains and things like that that would be used throughout the day or throughout the next week or so to grow a new set of plants and food and stuff like that to be distributed out the next week. And she stops kind of on the road with the storage area, the storage building and stuff off to your left-hand side, with the path kind of continuing off down the right, leading around the edge of the city. She stops and says, "This is the last place I can sense her, but I don't see anything that indicates what happened." She just disappears on this spot.
Can you tell if rifts were open recently?
And that, unfortunately, isn't possible. I could open my own, but, well, I don't think we really want to go on an adventure right this second, do we?
We can ask the farmers
We
if
can,
they've seen
If anyone's
Mimi
are.
in the last few hours.
we can try.
I know quite a few. I grew up in the district.
Split up. Begin asking questions. Let us know if you find anything, I suppose. You see that she is genuinely troubled by what's going on. The fact that something here is working beyond her ability is actually seriously concerning her. She has a look of consternation and kind of a little bit of bewilderment and stuff that you have not seen on her face before, on any of her faces before, considering. But what do?
What are the odds that my father works in this part of the agricultural district?
They're not zero. I would ask Mowgli, as a player, what do you want the odds to be? Do you want to introduce your father?
Oh, do I? Not really, but I'll do it if, like...
I mean, if you think you could use that connection to continue the story, I'll allow you to do it. It is part of your backstory and stuff. So,
in my backstory, I don't think Aggy has talked to his father in
at least a couple years, right, since the Cigna stuff. So,
yeah, probably like close to a decade at this point. So no. I actually think Aggy would be like looking around, making sure like his father doesn't appear, so like he would have to talk to him.
Okay.
Avoid that.
Okay. We can avoid that situation if you'd like. But yeah, what do then?
I'm gonna go up to the very first farmer I see.
Okay. I mean, there's plenty of people out tilling the fields. Again, this is one of the most common places in the city to work. If you look out across the fields, especially from this area, I imagine this particular area is a little bit higher than the fields themselves, in order to make transportation and stuff a little bit easier. And I imagine that you can see pretty much the entirety of the agriculture district, or at least most of it from this place. You can see out on the very far side of the city, where the pastures and stuff are kept, where the pigs and chickens and cows and stuff are kept. On that side, you can kind of just see them in the distance, and then it's really just a bunch of farming fields, potato fields, fruit fields, carrot fields, an especially large, probably some type of wheat or barley grain, something to make bread out of, that kind of thing. And there's probably hundreds of people out here working, pushing wheelbarrows, hoeing the ground. You have mages, druids and stuff in particular, casting stuff like druidcraft to make some stuff grow faster. Plant growth spells and stuff are being muttered like pretty much everywhere. Different types of enchantments to make things grow better and faster, all kinds of stuff. Like there's a ton of work being done out here at any given time during the day. So take your pick. Tell me, like, if you're looking for a specific kind of person or anything like that, or
You said that Min tracked me down to just be outside, kind of like a warehouse.
so there's like a it's really just a large wooden, like, plain building, and it's where, like, after the barley's finished growing, or after grains and stuff like that, they kind of use the plant's natural life cycle to collect seeds. Those seeds will then be stored here to be planted the next few days or next few weeks or what have you, in order to keep the fields in a constant kind of rotation. Mainly stored in this kind of building and stuff. So
if that's the case, I will look for an old-timer worker.
An old-timer.
One of the older workers who probably has been here for a very long time, and
the kind of family that would make their living, quote and unquote, at least.
Yeah.
It's specifically in the agriculture district, rather than just working here when there's nothing else to do, that kind of thing. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it would be easy enough to find probably an older halfling that you'd be somewhat familiar with, maybe even tangentially related to your family, as all, halflings kind of are and stuff. You would know him as Amon.
As Aylman?
Amon, Aymon.
Amon.
You would know him as being, especially for halflings, on the older end, probably 110, 120, kind of getting up there. Still got maybe a couple more decades under his belt, but he's been around the block several hundred times at this point. And yeah, he makes his living out here in the agriculture district. He doesn't really hang out with the particular group of halflings that you're super familiar with, you know what I mean. You can catch my drift there, but he's he's been around for a minute, and he's currently, we'll say, just pushing wheelbarrows, collecting what needs to be harvested and taking it back to the like processing area and stuff, where they're bagging everything up and getting everything ready for distribution.
I will go up to Amon and be like, "Hey, old man Amon."
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hey, Sonny, how's it hanging?
Oh, just glad I'm not tolling in the fields.
Did I say that right? Isn't that the way kids talk these days? How's it hanging? I've been trying to get with the granddaughter and making sure, but she.
Yeah, a very common response is just like a little to the left or a little to the right, but you don't always need to say it.
What's?
Yeah, so she'd be like, "How's it hanging?" You'd be like, "A little to the left or a little to the right." Anyway.
I don't get that. Young people talk these days. It's so hard to get.
No, you just need to hang out with more young people. It's not that hard. But okay. Hey, Mom, before you get me distracted on linguistics and slang of the youths, I have a question for you.
All right.
We are looking for a friend of mine. See my tall companions back there, and I guess the really short one. We're looking for a friend of mine. It's a human. hold on. She's about 5'4". She dark hair, bronze skin, purple eyes. We tracked her to this general location. What would be a good hiding place for someone? In like the warehouse or like one of the outbuildings?
Good hiding spot. I mean, there's a couple places where some of the guys go to play dice on breaks. Out behind the warehouse there, and there's a spot down over there in the apple trees where there's little cups they hang out in over there, I guess. What
You said
dice
Aggy behind the warehouse?
Aggy, I gotta ask, why are you looking for places to hide? Your mom and dad's like kind of worried, about your recent activities and making sure that you're on the level, and now you're out here asking me for places to go hide, and I'm gonna be honest, son, it doesn't provide the best the best impression that you're looking for stuff like this. Like what am I gonna say when they ask me? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not trying to hide. I'm a guardian, all right? This is part of my guardian training, like searching and finding people or finding things, and this is part of my training.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, yeah. Some of the guys go play dice behind the warehouse over there, or there's a comfy resting place over in the apple fields where some people like to take naps sometimes. But other than that, there's not really a lot of there's not a lot of places to like hide out here. I mean, he just kind of waves his hand. It's all just a bunch of fields, really. So, like, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you think of any good like hiding spaces, like even if it's in like a in like a building or something, just let me know. I'll be around. But good looking out.
Yeah.
And you have a wonderful day.
All right. What is it? What was it? See you later, alligator, or whatever it is.
Yep. Got your tail, crocodile. Let's go. All right, and Aggie will start leaving.
I don't have a tail. Okay. You just kind of leave him with a confused look.
Yep, Aggie will go towards the warehouse for no particular reason.
Yeah, head towards the warehouse for no particular reason. Okay. What are the other two doing? Reyleth and Zen. How are you guys starting your search?
I think if the trail led to the warehouse, I feel like given Reyleth doesn't know a bunch of people around this area, she probably would have started looking there, trying to like see if there's a way into warehouse, see if there are people working around the warehouse closer that maybe she can ask questions. Probably start there and not randomly try to find an acquaintance that she doesn't know.
Okay. The warehouse itself is quite open. It has one of those like large, like barn doors where they're like, 15 foot tall and like 10 feet wide. They're really long, and they kind of work on the slides that kind of open. You know what I'm talking about? Where they don't like open like this. They just kind of slide apart. And it leaves like a rather wide opening into the barn or into the warehouse itself. The warehouse is really just like a bunch of shelves are lining around the walls with like an open space in the middle where people work. And it's just a bunch of crates and bags that are labeled, various things with pictures of different kinds of fruit and grain and plants and carrots and cucumbers and watermelons. Just pretty much whatever they can figure out how to grow. Arranged around the shelves on the outside of the room. You walk in, there's probably easy 10, 15 people like working in here, picking up different things and moving them into wheelbarrows and carts and stuff like that and getting ready. And in some cases, taking them off the carts and putting them on the shelves and stuff like that. Like just a busy warehouse work type ethic thing going on in here. Would do.
You said there were workers, though. You said there were a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Where's
like
everybody else?
easy, like 10 to 15 people, you know, just working, like doing what they need to do.
Approach the closest person you can.
Okay. I would say you approach an older dwarf. By dwarf, I mean like, or by older, I mean like maybe late 40s, not exactly like old timer. You know, a bag of grain seeds and stuff slung over his shoulder, kind of moving towards a series of wheelbarrows and stuff that are lined up on one side of the room. Hey, he's like, you know, I need to do a voice for this. Actually, no, maybe he just has my voice. He just goes, you know, hey, how you doing?
We could be better. Here on official Guardian Corps business. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
You know, I'm not in trouble, am I?
No.
No, okay. Thank you. You know,
No. We're looking for a missing member.
you know, when the Corps comes calling, and when you say stuff like that with those words, I got a little bit worried. Yeah. How can
There haven't
I?
been any rift openings around here in the past 12 hours, have there?
Not that we know about, or else you probably would have heard about it. I mean, given your profession and all.
Okay, just making sure that no one's not here recently to close one. Have you seen a? She's gonna fly up, hover, and like kind of be like about this tall, black hair, tan skin, purple eyes, very loud lady. Got a little bit of an accent going.
Not this morning. I mean, I know who you're talking about. She's
Very hard to miss. Very loud.
yeah. I mean,
When did you see her?
oh, during all the hubbub a couple months ago. I mean, she's kind of hard to miss.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, after the. Do you not know? Like you're looking for her and
I
you
wasn't quite in the Corps at the time. No. She's part of a squad and she went missing. So the squad's trying to check in and we're making sure nothing nefarious happened to her.
Well, if you're talking about nothing nefarious happening to her, I mean, I don't know how you can not know what happened a couple months ago, but like, there's the whole thing where like, you know, the murders in town and like she was a whole part of that thing. I mean, it was big city news for a while. It's all anybody talked about. So, like I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. But
Enlightening me? Joined a little bit late on that.
well, you know,
More of a need to know.
like 2 or 3 people got killed and like she showed up and found the bodies and it was the whole thing. And then, you know, the guy who killed them like tried to escape and then he got killed and it was like a big mess in the center of the city there. And it was, I mean, you know, things like that don't happen around here. At least they didn't happen until, you know, Senator Organa took over the spot in the council there. I mean, honestly, we need to vote that woman out, if I'm being honest. She I think it's her. I think she's causing the problems. But, you know, but yeah, no, I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. It was like I said, big city news for the longest. I think it was her parents. I think that's what it was.
The person who did it got caught?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he got caught. City guard had him, and then like he tried to escape, and tried to fight off a couple of the guards. He didn't even have a weapon. They defended themselves, as is their right. And then, you know, he didn't make it up.
Without a weapon.
Oh, well, they confiscated the weapons when
They apprehended him and he didn't have. Okay.
Yeah. You know, he tried to escape, tried to fight off a couple of the guards, and you know, he ended up dead. Which, look, it's you know, that's justified in my opinion. They can.
And you said this Organa person had like just recently taken over when all this happened?
Yeah, that woman. She's, you know, she's been a problem. right? She's trying to lower rations for everybody, and she's over here talking about, like, I don't agree with her politics.
Yeah, no. We're pretty strict as is on rations and all that, especially for the good, hardworking people. Make sure you guys eat. Okay. But you said you haven't seen her in months.
I mean, no, not since all the. I mean, like, it's one of those things where, like, I've seen her around, right? But, like, not recently.
Do you guys have anybody who works like overnight tending stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a whole crew that works overnight. I actually,
Or any of them?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure Zenob's around here somewhere. He really doesn't leave the place. Kind of sleeps here, I think.
Could you point him out to me?
You see, kind of looks around. I don't know. He's probably out back playing dice. It's probably his break time.
You said Zenob?
Yep. Zenob. Zenobe.
Zenobe or
Zenobe.
Zenobe?
Zenobe.
Okay.
I threw in an extra E.
You said around back, possibly on break?
Yeah, probably. I don't see him in here. He's normally in here, so.
Okay, thank you. Just gonna fly off.
Okay.
Make our way to Zeno.
Meanwhile, Zen, you doing anything in particularly special?
Just probably go around asking people, if they see Mimi, just providing, her description.
Yeah, I think given we've kind of done the same thing 2 times, I'm just gonna, very casually brush it. You get a lot of the same kind of information, But yeah, like, nobody's seen her. There's a couple people you might be able to ask. You should probably head back to where people are playing dice for no reason in particular.
He was going just to play dice.
I mean, yeah, I kind of figured you were, but. So you all kind of meet up near the warehouse and head around towards the back. You all kind of see each other, I think, moving around from different sides of the building, maybe, or something like that, kind of seeing each other. And yeah, there's a group of probably about 6-7 people kind of sitting on little crates around in a circle, seem to be playing a game in the dirt. What do?
What do we got here? A little game going on?
You see, like I said, 6 or 7 people. The main one that kind of looks up is an older, bald man, probably late 50s. Really dark, tan, leathery skin. He looks up and says, "Yeah, got a game going. You want in?"
Hell yeah, I do.
All right.
What are we playing for?
Well, we're not allowed to play for anything. Them's the rules. We're just kind of playing.
Come on. Never a little played for a little something on top?
I mean, we got, like, you see, like, pulls out like a bunch of old looking seeds, stuff like that. He's like, "Well, we got some like markers, but like not stuff. Not here." Although if you kind of looks around, notices Reyleth, looks back at you, notices Zen, looks back at you. No, we're not really playing for anything.
How about we play for something? Reyleth's gonna like fly up, reach into the handy haversack, and pull out one of the forbidden gold pieces.
No, you don't want to play for that.
Not from
This is
here.
what we used to do back in the
For
day, right?
information?
Rayla, shh, I got this. These are my people. What we used to do back in the day is we used to play for rations. All right. Now I got these special rations that I got from.
You see, as soon as you mention that, he looks up at the 3 members of, quite possibly right now, the 3 most famous members of the Guardian Corps. and goes, "Nope."
We're the three most famous members of the Guardian Corps? Hell yeah.
I mean, you guys have made some
Alive and
waves.
artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Nope.
Look, if you're not
Mostly
willing to
work.
play a game, are you willing to answer some questions then?
Of course, that's our kind of looks back and forth at some of the other guys who are they're kind of doing that thing where like they're not making eye contact. You know what I mean? Like they're standing there, they're being respectful, but like they're not trying to like jump in the conversation. And it's kind of like, I mean that's our citizenly duty, right, guys? We can answer some questions. One of the guys goes, actually, my break is up. I need to, and he kind of mosey on off.
Reyleth flexes and does the get big. I think you can wait a second.
I'm sure they'll wait for me. Yeah.
Take that off. An ad-haul except for intimidation tactics on halflings. This is awful.
Anyway, what kind of questions you got? I mean, we can answer them. It's not a big deal. We're not doing anything illegal around here or nothing. You know, it's all by the book, so you're just playing for marks.
Look, we don't care about that. We're here for a person. Have you heard or one of you are Zeno, right?
Yeah,
I had to guess.
that's
going the one who's talking a lot. Or the one who was going back to break. Kind of just hover between the two and then see if they get nervous.
that's me. Yep. You know, Calhoun at your service.
Zeno Calhoun?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we have a squad member who went missing. She motions down now that she's tall. About ye high. Black hair, tan skin, very loud, purple eyes. Went missing sometime either last night or this morning, and I was told that you worked overnight. This is where they were last seen.
I saw her. She was out here like doing some jogging stuff, and she went off with her friend, partner, whatever you want to call him.
Her partner is right here. And I
Well,
will point to Aggy.
not that kind of partner, like a
Aggie will look around like, who are you pointing to?
like a romantic partner, like they were like holding hands, and then they like, you know, they went off down the way a little bit, down towards the trees, and you know, I'm not one to judge or anything, like, you know, but
What did this person look like?
really pretty,
What they
like
described?
you know, dark hair, like one of them fancy dresses, like one of the layered ones that you got to get special permission to get, you know what I'm talking about, like with the sleeves that kind of come down over the shoulders. I don't know what they're called. I don't, you know, I'm not a fashion guy.
Aggie, don't you have a spell so you can kind of like put this together for us? Like there's the one
What?
time in the library where you did like the mini thing. Can you like just
Oh. You're rooting my
Dark
chance to
hair.
play nice. Fine, I will
Oh, they're
make
being
a
nice.
small image of Meg from Hercules in my hand.
Kind of like that, but like with like dark hair, like not quite so red. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is the person you want that she went off with?
Hey, well, I mean, it was kind of dark, but it looks close enough.
They went holding hands toward the woods.
Yeah.
Can you point the path they took to the woods?
He just points. Down that way somewhere. I mean, you know, a lot of the youngins, they come out here to do the making out and stuff, and I, you know, like I said, I'm not one to judge. You know, I'm not gonna say anything. So,
Aggie, I'm sorry she's cheating on you.
Ah. You guys
Both of them
go.
are?
You guys go search for what's going on there. I'm gonna play some dice real quick.
Actually, I think it's about time we all got back to work. I think the
Oh,
dice
come
games.
on!
I think we
Ruining
kind
my
of
day, man.
played our course here. I don't think there's much left to do. You know.
Reyleth shrinks back down. Thanks. And then just will start flying that way, I guess. Do we want to question? She's gonna look to Zen. Are we gonna question the fact at all that it looks like Men is the one who ran off with her when Men says she doesn't know where she is?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the fact that you guys ruined my chances at playing dice today. All right.
Your girlfriends ran off
And
together.
we're not.
And you want to play some dice right now? We gotta find.
Is Min anywhere around us?
No.
Oh, Minosha.
She will walk around the corner of the barn. Did you find anything?
Where have you been?
I'm
Yes. Apparently,
searching.
last night, you and Mimi frolicked off into the orchards, hand in hand, like two little lovebirds.
Not possible. Last night, I was recovering from my wounds in a sequester spell in my room.
Well, the farmers who just left just said you went off with Mimi last night in your little red number in your Minosha form off into the orchards.
I do not use that form in this city, given its connotations and the fact that many of the Guardian Corps have met me in other places. Doing so would be quite the... well... I don't use that
Who
here.
in this city or out of this city would know that is you, because someone is either parading around as you, or you're taking a pretty note from Lolth. I'm playing a game here that I'm not a fan of.
I assure you I am playing no game. I am just as concerned about what is happening here as you are. The fact that they are parading around, as you put it, as me, and able to match my level of magic, well, it is... something is afoot here, something that shouldn't be afoot. The realm of Indemira should be off limits to most gods. The fact that someone here is able to operate on this level suggests that perhaps my information regarding that is outdated. And if the gods are able to operate here, we have much, much bigger concerns to worry about. It could just be a changeling or perhaps a semi-talented sorcerer or something along those lines, but they wouldn't be able to hide her from me if that was the case.
So what changeling would choose to wear your skin walking around Astra when Minosha Tar, whatever the fuck your name was, before you changed it twice, 3 times, whatever now.
I never changed my
literally a
name,
symbol
you
of
just
fear.
learned my real one. And the point is that no one would be so ballsy outside of being another god. One specifically
Well,
trying to
aside from
ruin my
Paylor, who
reputation.
heavily pissed off.
Paylor cannot come here. None of the council should be able to.
Maybe it's the god who's raising people up.
Are you
The one
still
you
going
don't know
on
who
about
it
being
is.
people raptured?
No,
Everyone is still here.
no.
Okay. At least you're off that.
Minosha told us that there's someone else who is telling people in other realms how to use a divinity to raise up. Maybe it's that person.
To ascend. Okay. That makes more sense. Raise up after you said
That's...
rapture earlier. Doesn't exactly click.
I said
That's
that. Hours ago.
That's possible, but it's highly unlikely. The divinity seed here has a very particular set of instructions before it can be obtained. The opportunity to do so would be, you have to do an incredible amount of work. Part of what it is that we are doing is training you to be able to do that. They would have to be going through the same thing I am in order to gain access to the seed, much less take its power.
You said it's not possible for the other gods to come here. Why is that?
Part of the rules, normal gods can't access the realm of Indemira until most of the other realms have given up their fruit, so to speak. I've told you before, Indemira is the first. The divinity seed here is the most powerful. Due to rules beyond my or even other gods' understandings, the seeds around it must be taken and harvested first before they'll be able to come here. I bypassed those restrictions because though I have the power of a divinity seed, I am not quite a god. Therefore, I gain certain privileges.
So maybe the person who is raising up the other gods is also not really a god and was able to come here, or someone invited them in.
Possible, but most of the creatures that suffer from the same particular series of coincidences and conditions that I have wouldn't be able to make their way here. Creatures like Bryn, for example. He could technically make his way onto this plane, but he would have no reason to. And again, if they were trying to take the power of the divinity seed, they would have to raise a group of heroes, train them to the correct levels, and then, well, I can't speak to the rest of it just yet, but suffice it to say, it would be a monumental undertaking that I don't think anyone
years
outside...
in the making?
Quite.
Like 200 years in the making?
Oh,
And did you just talk to two very, very powerful individuals this morning? Saw you in the little workout room.
first off, Boreal is not that old, and Amaya may be, but she... I don't think she's involved in... Perhaps, but...
Just saying.
Again, unlikely. I think the most likely explanation for this is that there's another god that's operating here. That somehow the information I had concerning whether or not they're able to access this realm is wrong somehow. Even if Amaya were involved, I could still see through her magic. She is strong, but she's not on my level.
No, but maybe she's part of the group of individuals who have been training to get more powerful, just like you've been wanting us to get more powerful.
There would still need to be someone above her. Someone doing the training. And as long as she's been here, as long as I've been here, I would have sensed their presence before now. I don't think it's likely.
Well, if you could have sensed their presence, then you would have been able to sense this clone of yours, this person who's masquerading as you, run off with Mimi and disappear, right?
Theoretically, which is why it's concerning that I didn't.
Or maybe they just have powers to like mask their selves in this realm. And then once you've showed up, they're like, oh shit, someone else is here. Time to go underground.
Regardless, every situation is, no matter what it turns out to be, is a situation that needs to be resolved before we can continue. Not to mention, your friend is important. Your group dynamic Well, you need her.
Mm.
I mean, we have a direction at least.
Yes, which is why we should probably get to searching instead of... Well,
We
let's get to
or
work.
just us?
I will help. In this situation, I deem it necessary for myself to be involved.
Oh, so you're not going to be useless.
Shut up. And she
Well,
will begin... and she will begin marching down the hill towards these woods. We say woods. There aren't really woods in Astra, but it's like a collection of very closely gathered like trees, just tight or like orchards. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Apple trees, pecan trees, orange trees, all that kind of stuff. And she begins heading off down the hill towards that area. Meanwhile, probably an hour and a half has gone by, and Mimi's pinky is sore and it's suffering, but you do manage to break off a small piece of cinder block, probably a little bit smaller than your fist. Managed to run the grout out between the rocks, between the stones themselves, and pick up a big enough piece that you think you might be able to do something. Mimi, Kaine noticed your work, and she kind of stands up, moves over to you, and she helps you out a little bit where she can. Again, she's in this particular form, she's not very strong. She's just a normal human woman.
I'm just a woman.
Nice reference. And she will, help where she can, but eventually when you break off the stone, finally.
Well, it's a start.
It's more than we had before, that's for sure.
So,
Now, what is your plan to do with this? Because I'm being quite honest, I don't know what you're thinking to do with this.
oh, just the best course of action that I can take. Fuck with whatever's up there. Scribbling's my forte.
Oh, you mean to disrupt the anti-magic? That could work. You see, she takes a second. She kind of walks around in circles a little bit in the center of the room, looking at the kind of glyph and stuff that's carved into the stone. And then eventually she points out a particular point along one side. That should probably be the best area, I think.
Best thing I can do is try.
This is her assisting you in the arcane check that I looked at your stats and realized you would immediately fail.
Yes. Yes.
She will point out a specific area that if you spend some time, you should be able to disrupt enough to disrupt the anti-magic field.
Let's get her.
You take the stone. At one point, she will, Kaine will kind of ask if you will lift her up so that she can reach the ceiling and stuff and begin scratching off parts of it. And then between doing
Hoist
that,
her on my shoulder.
yeah, between doing that and throwing the stone at various parts that she points out and so on and so forth, you do eventually manage to feel this anti-magic field fade. And when that happens, several things happen at once. The first thing is that you feel immediately kind of rejuvenated. You're not a very magical person, but there is still magical elements to being a barbarian, to living in the realm of Indamira as a whole, so on and so forth, and kind of feeling that magic kind of rush back into you. You do feel like, some strength returning, a little bit healthier, a little bit hardier, that kind of thing. And the same thing happens to Kaine. You see her, immediately like straighten up, like her clothes and stuff change, and so on and so forth into like her normal dress, and so on and so forth. And the second thing that happens, almost immediately, is outside. Zin and Aggy and Reyleth, you all watch as Min jerks her head to the side as you're walking down the path towards these woods, and then she immediately disappears. And Mimi, you watch as a second Kaine immediately appears beside the first. What do you do?
I'm punching the second one.
You're punching the second one.
She
Okay.
just showed up.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
This is my knee-jerk reaction, okay? 19. This is unarmed. So 19 plus 6. 25?
25? Okay. 25 hits, and you see, like, the second Kaine turns, looks towards the first one, and as she does, you just kind of throw your arm out, immediately clock her in the side of the head. You definitely deal some kind of damage. You see, like, a bruise or, like, rough skin and so on and so forth. You see a little bit of blood kind of come out the side of her lip. But she doesn't move. Not really. The hit itself doesn't do enough damage because unarmed strikes are a set amount of damage.
It's 4.
Yeah. It doesn't do enough damage to really affect her or anything, but she immediately raises her hand and begins chanting a spell, aiming towards the other Kaine. Kaine number 1, the Kaine that you know has been in the room and stuff with you for a little while, begins chanting a counter spell, and the whole thing happens. While that's going on, Zen and Aggy and Reyleth, you feel an incredible surge of magic coming from underneath you. What do you do?
I knew there was underground tunnels underneath us. I knew it.
Dang it. You had to give this to him.
I was right.
Aggie is right.
Don't you feel that? How do we get to it?
That's
we
the
just gotta go
question.
further down, right? That's maybe
How do we
there's
dig, though?
or maybe there's a rune or some type of glyph. Because Min was in front of us. Let's just go to where she was and see what happens.
Is there like any buildings around us?
Buildings? No, not
Like-
this far out. It's just a bunch of fields and orchards and pastures.
And it feels directly underneath us, or like
Pretty much.
Ground feels solid. Like normal pathway.
I mean, yeah, but so does concrete when you're stepping on it in the middle of a city. That doesn't mean there's nothing under there.
Reyleth's about to look stupid. Okay.
how far are
Reyleth
we?
is-
You said
Go
we're
ahead.
in a bunch of orchards and fields. How far are we from like the edge of like the seawall, the cliff that faces the sea?
The seawall, it'd probably be off to your left. Maybe it'd be across a couple of fields and stuff, I imagine, at this point. So maybe half a mile, something like that.
Is that so? There's no buildings around us.
I mean, you're
The wall's
dead
not
center of the
with
agriculture
us.
district at this point, so
Directly below us. Do you
Guys.
guys just want to dig down?
Move back. Move back. Time to blow
Okay.
everything, sadly.
Use a
Alright.
shovel, get big with you, then you can just heave-ho, heave-ho.
Reyleth is going to use her second thing of giants. We didn't. Second thing of giants in a single day. and then is going to enlarge reduce as she pulls Mimi's axe from the thing, and she, as like freaking 90 foot thing, is going to swing it directly down below, like at our feet. See if she can split the ground or some kind of something, make a dent. And she's gonna dig a diggy hole.
Diggy hole.
I said dig a diggy hole, but like she's gonna try to like see if it's solid or see if it's something that she can smash through. Brute force, as you would.
Okay. Not the route I thought this was going to take. And I'm trying to think of what the consequences of a 90-foot ferry appearing in the center of the agriculture district where hundreds of people are working. And
again, making sure no one's like right there when she swings down. But
I mean, yeah, but it's impossible for them to miss.
they're gonna see her.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. In the meantime, Mimi, you would hear the ground and the walls and stuff around you begin to shuffle and shake and so on and so forth as something huge begins to shake the area around you as the second Kayane's spell is countered and both of them stare at each other in the center of the room. What are you doing?
I am going to step between them. And okay, look, this is real fucking weird. There's been so much fucking weird shit happen since I've met you, some fucking body. There's a lot happening. How about we get out of here first? That's an option. I'm not fucking moving because this one hasn't been with us the whole time and looks exactly like you, and that's a problem. That's a discussion when it needs to be had. Then you immediately tried to attack her. So.
The first Kayane, the Kayane that you know is in the room with you, says, "Getting out of here sounds like a great idea." And you see that she lets loose this dazzlingly fresh smile at the other Kayane and then touches your hand and you disappear. You find yourself in a, trying to think, it would probably be like a house, a home. You would see like, you know, furniture, tables, chairs, that kind of thing. And just imagine like a living room. And she would immediately, like as you appear, with both of you kind of standing there, "We don't have much time. She's going to come back for you soon. Remember what I said. Try to find out what you can, but stay with your friends. Do not be alone with her. If she can find an opportunity to take you out, she will."
And how do I contact you?
"I'll be around. Using the method I would normally use, I don't think is a good idea." And around that time, boom, the second man appears in the room, already chanting a spell. You see the second Kayane, or the first Kayane, immediately begins chanting a counter spell, not attacking. That is something you notice. The first Kayane is not aggressive; she's just defending, whereas the second Kayane is, I mean, she's casting attack spells, delayed blast fireballs and stuff. Well, you wouldn't necessarily know what the spells are, but very, very powerful magics. And then the first Kayane would disappear, leaving you alone with the second Kayane. What do?
What the fuck is going on?
Who was that? Did
What-
they speak
what do you
their
mean?
name?
Who the
Did they
fuck
tell
was
you?
that?
Mimi.
I just stop and I look at her incredulously.
It's quite obvious that that was not me.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
So would you like Did she give you any kind of information as to who she is, what she's doing here?
Oh, you mean like not being the person that we've been on adventures with the whole time? Yeah, I got that much.
Okay.
You're obviously not the same person. So what is this about? How?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Someone is operating against us and they're pretending to be me. I need to know why. Is there anything
Again?
you managed to gather?
Just that you have the same goals. Just that you're supposed to be the same person, but you're obviously two different people.
That doesn't...
That you were attacking her, though she did not lay a finger against you.
Of course,
For someone who wants answers.
Of course, I tried to attack her. And need I remind you, she kidnapped you.
I don't know who kidnapped me. We were stuck in a room where she couldn't use magic.
From what I heard...
She was as helpless as could be.
Well, from what I heard, you ran off with her last night. I come in, and she's standing there, full form. Magic is perfectly capable of being used. And she took off with you again.
Yeah, that's after I disrupted it.
She kind of gazes down at you.
Yeah, you see this pinky? I haven't killed a man with it, but it did some work with some grout. I used a stone.
You see, she gets a kind of faraway look in her eyes for a second. Wherever she's gone, I can't sense her. I don't know exactly what's going on, but right now your friends are looking for you. I think it's best that they find you, and you see her kind of cock her head a little bit before they cause too much of it. What in the hell's... And then she sticks a hand on your shoulder. Teleport. Directly next to a 90-foot tall Reyleth with an axe the size of a building, getting ready to pile drive it into the ground. What do you do?
What? Oh, hey, calm down. Hold on.
Hey, Mimi. Hey, Zin, how long do you think it'll take her to get to wherever she's going? What's up, Mimi?
Probably not long, but wait, what?
Stop.
Oh, shit, it's Mimi.
Please, Reyleth.
Is this happening right as I'm going to try to take my first swing?
Basically, yeah.
And then just like fucking, and then like pause when she hears Mimi and just be like,
Found her. She was right behind you the entire time.
I was not. No, I
The
wasn't.
entire time.
That's Aggy. That's Aggy for you. Okay.
she's just gonna shrink from 90 feet just and drop the axe.
Thanks. First of all. Second of all. My baby. Oh, I missed you.
You were below us, we thought. So there was like a weird...
I
Is
was.
the magic surge thingy we felt gone?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Mimi and Kaine are standing with you in the field. Kaine is looking around, like scanning the entire thing, keeping an eye out. Like she is very much, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like head on a swivel. You know what I mean? Like being very, very, very attentive to everything that's going on.
I will ask her, what are you looking for? Where did you go, and how did you find her? I thought you couldn't locate
The
her,
other
but I'm
version
just
of
bombarding
herself.
her with other version.
Yeah, for some
Someone...
reason I was stuck in a dark room with Kaine, but not Kaine.
Okay, well
And
you walked off of Kaine. So
yeah, I don't really remember that part, but I do know when I was more about my wits, I was in a room with Kaine after seeing, because I went out on a jog and I saw the funny story. Yeah, I say the guy that like murdered my parents and he died. I watched him die. I saw that happen with my own two eyes, and then I see him. I see him talking to somebody, and I'm like, well, that ain't. That is just absolutely impossible. And then I see him shift to men, and so I'm like, what? And then, whoopsies, something happened. And then you had this one, and this one is our men. But the other men that I was stuck with has no recollection of us, never met us.
So
Fun.
you saw a dead man transform into men, then you just lost time.
I don't really remember it too much of it. Maybe I did walk off with her. Maybe something funky happened. So it would seem.
I don't understand.
You
Minna,
think
you're
I
not
do?
answer any of this? Like what?
I'm scanning the city to see if I can locate her. Unfortunately, as is before, she seems to be able to match my level of magic, and I cannot sense her. Either she's no longer here or she's hiding.
But
You know,
aside from lost time, you're good?
an interesting thing is, as well, that she also pulls on the power of the divinity seed.
At that, you would see Kaine's head like snap towards you. What?
Just
Something.
that?
Something is very, very wrong here.
Please do enlighten us.
That shouldn't be possible. There should not be another me.
Well, you just saw it with your own eyes. I've been stuck with it for quite a minute.
Didn't you mention
Oh.
other gods can pull from divinity seeds? Isn't that how Bryn was made and everything else?
That's how a god is made. And another god shouldn't be able to...
I just don't understand. If you think this is another god disguising themselves as you, then why is this part shocking?
Because it shouldn't be possible for them to be here. There shouldn't be another person capable of achieving what it is that I have to make their way here. All of the... You see she kind of hesitates a little bit. The abominations, the half-breeds, like me, they've all been accounted for. I know them all. I know where they are. They shouldn't be able to come here either. The fact that I can travel between realms is a series of coincidences very specifically related to what happened on Promethea. The fact that someone else is operating, it has to be another god. It has to. And you see that she's almost panicking a little bit. Like, you've never seen her in such a state of... what's the term? Like, not in control before.
What
Wow.
is the criteria for our divinity seed?
I can't quite tell you that yet, because if I told you, it would defeat the purpose.
Well, you're gonna have to get as close as possible.
In order to obtain the power of the divinity seed here on Indamira, you have to be... You have to be cognizant and aware of several other things that you can see she's like struggling to figure out the words. You have to be ready to accept the power of a god, But to do that, you have to be ready to be a god. There are lessons and things that you must learn and that you must prove you understand before you can access the seed. Unfortunately, telling you those lessons, speaking those lessons into you doesn't do anything. You have to know them, understand them on a personal level. And I can't do that without teaching you those lessons.
Wonderful. Second question. You wait for adventurers, the right ones, that meet a certain criteria.
The
Yes?
ones that I think are capable of learning the lessons that need to be learned. The ones I think should be capable of obtaining the power of Endemir's divinity seed. Yes.
So would you also forge those connections? Make them happen?
No, they must be natural. It's part of the process. It cannot be something that is constructed. It's part of the reason I cannot just tell you the answers to the questions. You have to know the answers, not to memorize them. There's a difference between me telling you the answer to a question and you knowing it from instinct, from understanding. That difference is crucial, or else you'll end up like Bryn, or like me, unable to obtain the full power, unable to be a full god, unable to stand up to those that we are trying to stand up to.
Inside check.
Sure. This has always turned out super well before.
Yeah.
Me and my stick.
10. Tell me all the juicy deeds.
I mean, she looks like she's telling the truth.
Well,
There's
if I've
no
been
obvious
correct,
signs of
I'm the
deception or
reason
anything. So,
why Bran didn't become a god.
Bryn didn't become a god because the way that he obtained the power of divinity was corrupted, incorrect.
And who say yours is not?
I am.
Huh.
So, you would not have any involvement in what happened to my parents.
No.
That I would
Coincidence and
Inside
nothing
check.
more.
for me.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's where I'm gonna do that. Give me the goodies. 13, 17.
17. I didn't have to check when it was a 10 because, let's be honest, there's no, even if they rolled that 2, it'd be fine. 17, no. I mean, again, no signs of deception. Nothing obvious, no tells, anything like that. Whether that means you believe her or not is beside the point, but it doesn't look like she's lying.
Do you know anything about it in general?
I've never cared to look. I understand it is a facet of your being and that its importance to who you one day will be, but it is none of my concern.
Well, after this, it is mine.
If you say so.
Why there would be any connection between them choosing me happen to see them with my parents' killer's face and yours. Is that mere coincidence? Is that just something someone would randomly choose?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Yes,
Yes,
because
it
you
does.
were able to give us so many anyways. You are nothing but cryptic answers and riddles, and I am tired.
Yes, Mimi. Yes.
Shut up.
Agreed.
You
First
obviously
of
have a
all,
new set of issues, and I have my own that I
you,
I can't keep helping you with this. It is the more we go, the more that unravels, and I want answers to mine first.
hit her.
I cannot deny you that if you wish. But know
I
this.
do.
If you reject this power, there will be no other chance to take it again. And you potentially put at risk not only your friends, these people here, but you also put at risk the rest of Indemira and every other realm as a whole for a personal quest.
Kayane, you found one set of adventurers. I'm sure you could find another.
And so be it.
You see the light. That's all she do. Is talk in riddles. She want us to find all these answers, but can't answer simple questions. Sometimes she could provide the answers and let us figure out how it got there. But instead, it's not about riddles, unsolved questions, and just a waste of time.
My methods.
You have no, you have one more time to tell me to shut up when I and the rest of us risked our life to bring you a goddamn potion because you couldn't do your job correctly. You were bleeding on the floor. So the least you're going to do is show me and us some respect. Because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be here right now. So remember that.
Mimi,
Yes.
your time with us has been great. You're still here in the morning, or if you're not here in the morning, either way we'll understand. Our mission will continue. As for Zen, my methods may not make much sense now, but I assure you, in time, they will. If you wish to go the same route as Mimi, that is up to you. But for now, we have other things to worry about. I think we all need time to separate, to consider and think. That includes myself, and we will see where these answers continue. But for now, let us go our separate ways. It seems, at least for the moment, that the current problem is handled. As for who or what that other me was, we'll continue the investigation, but for now, let's get some rest and enjoy the company that we now have, while we still have it. I'll see you all later. And she turns around and disappears.
time of day is it at this point?
Probably 5, 6 in the evening, something like that. It's been a few hours at least since you guys woke up.
Without saying anything,
she won't
I'm
have
just
a
gonna
night.
turn and head towards the barracks.
Okay. And I think it's worth noting. I'm gonna be completely honest. I still had a couple more things, but I think you kind of just set everything up to do this particular part a little bit earlier than I was expecting. That's fine. I can deal with it. I want to know, when you all head back to the barracks, you spend your time, in the interest of brevity, separated. You're all doing your thinking. You're all considering your options, and you're doing your stuff. I want to know, when the morning comes and Torch walks into the room to wake everyone up for a new day and a new adventure, is Mimi there?
After all of that, I don't think she would be.
Okay. Then with that, we'll announce during the episode, Sammy is leaving the podcast. She has her own things going on, so she's going to be heading out, and that will be the last we see, for now, of Mimi's character. We do have somebody else joining in, surprise and stuff that we'll announce a little bit later on, because it probably won't happen for another couple weeks. But look forward to another member of the cast joining us very, very soon. For now, though, we will, on our next session, we'll kind of go over what everybody's thoughts are, and we will deal with the rest of that. But for now, I think we will end our episode here. We're going to take a quick break, stretch your legs, go get some water, do all that kind of stuff, and we'll come back for bonus action. We can talk a little bit about the Mimi stuff if you'd like. Yep. We could talk a little bit about the Mimi stuff if we like. And I'm wondering if Zen is also going to try to... You're a little bit aggressive there. You want to change characters, buddy?
No. Jeez, I was over here like...
You're over here following in Sammy's footsteps.
wait.
But we'll talk about that during the bonus action.
Bonus
We'll kind of do
action
that
material.
stuff. Yeah. We'll see how that's going. But like I said, for now, we're going to be ending this episode. Stick around for the bonus action. This one's going to have some juicy content in it as we talk about the future of the podcast and some other stuff. So we'll see you all very, very shortly. Bye-bye. Courtney just typing away over here. Is all I hear. Clicky, 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 clicky,
Oh,
clicky.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry.
I'm just messing with you. Anyway, what's up, everybody? We're back for bonus action. It's going to be a juicy one. We got a lot of information to drop in this one. Probably the biggest one. And normally the first question I would ask is, hey, did you guys enjoy the episode? But there's probably a bigger piece of news that we probably got to talk about first. Sammy, aka Mimi Doe, has officially announced her departure from the show. So let's get a nice big hug and goodbye for her, everybody. Let's just, I can't really, hold on. Let me turn towards the camera and give you a hug. There we go. That.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll hug you with my pizza.
I tried. Okay, I don't know how to. Do we have the hug Nightbot command? Is that a thing now? Did we add that?
Oh,
No.
why would I set up hug for a D&D podcast? No, I didn't set up hug.
Oops, that's the wrong
They need
screen.
to hug each
That probably
other
looks weird.
sometimes.
Like something. Yeah, PB in the chat right there.
No, I need to put one that's like cry or like hug, and then just make it just say crying as a free action instead, so it does nothing of what you think it's about to do.
Yeah, PB got us some head pats. That's what you're gonna have to deal with right there. That's
That works for me.
that's the best we got via virtual distance here. So yeah, Mimi is, you're definitely onto something. Mimi is departing the show. We will have a replacement that we will announce whenever they're ready to join and so on and so forth. So be looking forward to that. But aside from that and the future of the show, we will have some other stuff to talk about during this episode. First off, now that we got the big news and stuff out of the way, the main question should be, how did everybody enjoy the episode? Were you guys expecting all of the stuff going on there?
You caught me off guard with the halfling
Wow.
deep state conspiracy stuff.
I mean,
I didn't know what to say.
I brought it up before when we were talking to the other halfling family and how everybody was involved.
Weekly meetings.
Now you get to attend weekly
You-
meetings, maybe, if you're not in rifts.
Mowgli, I do have to say this. I know a thing that you do every once in a while where you're like, hey, I'm going to try to throw a loop in 6 plans, and I'm going to try to get him a little bit of, a little bit of stuff going on here. And I decided this time that I was going to do the same thing to you. Uno reverse, you son of a bitch.
You fought fire with fire. I'm proud of you.
But yeah,
When
no,
you
that's...
started talking about it, I was like, what?
Guys, search the bigwig's office. I didn't know they had a plant within.
So yeah, now we're
I
gonna
was like,
have to deal with that for the rest of everything. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I am particularly proud of this episode, setting up a new arc and stuff like that. Speaking of, I guess I will say this: I did have a couple of other episodes planned. To my knowledge, at least, Sammy wasn't supposed to leave for a couple of weeks. She decided she wanted to do that tonight, and that's perfectly fine. I can adjust as necessary.
unintentional.
Yeah, I mean, I can, like I said, I can adjust as necessary, that being the case. I guess that kind of marks the end of this arc then. So I guess everybody kind of levels up. Congratulations to the 3 remaining members. You guys are now level 6. I mean, yeah, that just means I'm going to have to shift the events of this arc to somewhere else, which I can do. It's not really a problem. We'll just have to figure some stuff out. I'll have to do some serious planning. You can legitimately level up right now. Yeah, congratulations, level 6.
Oh, I can get rid of command as a spell. Hell yeah.
Why would you want to get rid of? Okay, that's fine. But yeah, next week will mark an interesting episode for a few different reasons. One, because Mimi will no longer be here, and we'll be dealing with that and stuff. And we're going to be setting up a whole new section with this new mystery that's going on. Who is this other Kaine and what's happening here? Super excited to drop that particular piece of lore. So we'll see how that goes. I shouldn't have.
do you need a week, or you just want to just go straight into the next arc?
We'll see.
I know you're pretty good at planning, like
Yeah,
randomly. So
doing some improv stuff. We'll see. There may or may not be an episode next week. We'll see how things go. A lot of that is going to depend on how much time I have to set everything up and to plan and stuff. We'll kind of play it by ear a little bit. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, I'm going to do the command again. If you guys are watching and you're not in the Discord, you should join. Because we have a lot of cool stuff in there. Kind of.
we don't have much in there right now.
But we don't have much in there right now. You know, I'm trying. Okay. I gotta make it seem like we do if we want people to join. Shit. But yeah, so any comments or anything about the episode? What did you guys besides throwing Mowgli off and besides Sammy announcing her departure, like what did how did everything else go? What's y'all's favorite moment?
10 out of 10, no.
Fair.
I think favorite moment would have to be Zen confronting Tomas, thinking he could make things better.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
Tomas's meditation.
Courtney,
I improv'd all of that.
I told this to Steven. He didn't believe me. There was some weird sexual tension between them, right?
Him and Tomas.
I came in on this.
Yes.
This is the
You
part
won't
of the
be able to be what
conversation.
Tomas has done with him. But, you know, there was a phrase. There was a phrase used at one point, and I was like, "Oh, oh."
Was it the I want parts of you thing?
Yeah, I think
There was,
there
there was a
Tomas isn't
couple
good at
of them where
comebacks.
it's like,
was a few romantically tense moments. Yeah.
Yeah, Tomas isn't good at comebacks.
Y'all just some horn dogs. That's so
No. Wait till I
Just
clip
a
it and you hear it
person
back.
who kept going. You will never feel the touch of a woman again. Where's your girlfriend at? Damn, you're being cheated on.
Yeah,
yeah.
the Menza Baranzan arc strikes again. I guess I'm still not quite over that yet.
I don't think he'll ever be over it.
Yep.
Mm.
He secretly misses his collar.
Yeah,
To be
no,
fair, I think every man does. Anyway, sorry, something in my throat.
I just hate men. That's all.
You hate men?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Aggy's right there.
Positive.
he just
Mowgli's
he
right there.
just wants him to rain down on top of him.
Hallelujah.
Were you the one who tried to take a bath with me? Okay.
Me?
You tried to
Yeah.
take, yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Said you're
When?
an equal opportunist, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember
Hey
that.
man, don't judge Aggy.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we've seen a no D&D campaign is complete without sexual tension. Facts. There has to be at least a little bit. That's just the way things goes. So we've seen some stuff from the cast, and we've got some comments in the chat. What did you guys think of the episode? Like, how do you feel about our announcement of Sammer's departure? And are you guys looking forward to seeing who's on the slate next? Because I am. I don't think you guys will be expecting it, and I think it'll be pretty fun.
Wait, the what? Sorry, our cat was trying to scale the door over there, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
As she should.
Yeah, she does that. You know, it's cat.
Like,
That's how
she'd
it works.
almost manage scale using the chain for the bolt lock. I was confused.
Wasn't expecting such a huge shift. Neither was I. I expected it. I'm gonna be honest. I expected it a couple weeks. But you know, things happen. D&D is a game entirely based off of improv. If I'm being honest, it's like 99% improv, and 1% some shit I wrote on a napkin. It was like story, gods, question mark, and
To
then
be
you know
fair,
here we have a campaign. So
He is the Waffle House napkin guy.
yep, facts.
From my perspective and the way that I've been playing Mimi, because she has moments like she's not super tough. She doesn't really intimidate people often or anything. She's just a girl who happens to be really strong and has some baggage. And anytime like some crazy shit goes down, she freaks out a bit. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, maybe
And
maybe potentially this in the Mimi in this moment is not prepared to handle all the rest of the shit that's going down just yet. Which is fair. Because look, there's a lot of shit going down, let's be honest. So
we just made it 2 times the trouble with 2 men. Okay?
oh come on, you didn't think that was fun? I'm gonna be honest, like
I'm stealing your axe.
Oh no, that
double
was
the
fantastic.
men, yeah,
That's
double the
fantastic.
men is
My axe goes with me.
No,
Double the men is double the fun.
no.
exactly.
But that's Sammy, not me. Well, that would kind of be Mimi talking, but at the moment, Mimi's very dazed and confused.
But that's the whole joke. I just wanted 2 minute ones. For no reason in particular.
Oh. Oh.
I don't think Raina Courtney is ever ready for my out of pocket comments. No?
Nah.
All right. Well, you know,
Delightful.
that's the joke. All right. So we've done most of the talking and stuff. The last thing I think we really got to do is we do have a new follower to thank. So to X Wolf on Caffeine X, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. And you know, join the Discord and stuff, of course. And we kind of open it up to chat. Chat, do you guys have any questions about anything that happened? Or anything like that, or yeah, I mean, just some favorite, literally anything, any last minute things you guys want to throw out there before we sign off for the evening.
And I will not return.
Nope.
That sucks. I'm gonna go cry about it after this. Thanks.
It's your fault.
You're the one who chose to do this.
Yeah, it, like
I would cry
You
about it
can't blame
later. You
anybody
think
else.
that's gonna stop me?
get over here and thanks for a great episode. Yeah, and we appreciate you for thinking it's a great episode because let's be honest, we really just wing this shit a lot of the times. But you know, all right, well. With all of that, then, if we don't really have anything else, any last minute comments or anything from the cast?
Everybody.
Currently looking through level up stuff.
Yeah, I probably should. I probably should have waited to tell you guys to level up because that immediately took precedence over everything else. But that's fine.
I want to tell everyone why I took away command from myself. It's because at level 6, College of the Glamour Bard gets Mantle of Majesty, where once per day, I can cast command without expending a spell slot as a bonus action, and I take on an unearthly appearance for 1 minute. And during that time, I can cast command as a bonus action for 1 minute every round.
Okay, that's a good reason to just get rid of command from your spell list then, because...
And then
Okay,
I always
I
have
understand.
command prepared.
Okay, it's not as fun of a level up as I was hoping it would be. It's literally just an ASI or feat.
Yeah,
But
fighters...
There's going to be a battle
yeah.
where I'm just firing off commands every single round. Be prepared.
I am not.
Jesus Christ.
I am really not. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you as always. Like I said, keep an eye on the Discord to see if there's going to be an episode next week or not. I can't say for sure whether there will be. I will try to do some planning and make everything work, and hopefully we do have an episode, but we'll see how things go. Until then, take care of everybody. Make sure you love each other. We need it these days. And we'll see you all the next time we're live, except for Sammy. She won't be here. You know.
I know.
One last big goodbye for Sammy before we head out. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the time we've had. You know, and we may see you again. We may not. We'll see how all that stuff goes. But, yeah. We'll see you all next time on Once Upon a Tabletop. Until then, like I said, take care. And we'll see you. Peace out, guys.
Na 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
Na, na,
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Uh,